episode of Dungeons and Dragons. I will be your dungeon master, as always, the most handsome head boy. Last we left our adventuring our adventuring party.
Hi.
Hello.
You do a really good Kevin.
Hello.
That's nice.
Hello again.
You guys had finished getting your house in order. A small duel that turned into a bar brawl, basically. And you guys felt better about yourself after defeating a young Knot Knight. After he left, you guys decided to rest for the evening and then go back and pick up Espador and leave the city to go to the next town to deliver the letter that is like been the beginning quest.
Growing mold.
A month ago in game. As you guys get to the carriage, you notice that there is no Espador inside or around the carriage. You guys found what looked to be like scuff marks or drag marks and decided to follow them. Also finding a very interesting crest that's been painted on the building. After doing a quick history/religious check by Silas, he came to explain that it was a very ancient and old secret order of demon hunters. As such, you guys decided to search for Espador using divine
Locate object.
locate object. You found the object you were looking for and kind of know where it's at. I think Bond just showed up. As such, some of you decided to climb up to the second roof, whereas Holly decided to run around the front and cause a distraction at the front door, at which time did not go as planned, I think, and he ended up taking out his blade and slashing at the man in the door.
Sometimes you just gotta go with it.
You alright?
Yeah. 5-minute job turned into a 30-minute job.
Yeah, I hate when it happens.
And I'm so covered.
Yeah.
And then I watched the trailer drop their brakes, part of their brakes in the middle of the road.
Oh, lovely.
So I stopped to clean that up.
So right now, Holly's at the front door of this mansion where supposedly demon hunters are holding Espador captive, is what you're guessing. And Espador, your carriage driver?
Yeah.
As such, half of you went upstairs, whereas Holly...
I think it's everyone went upstairs but me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Bond hasn't been here. He's been in the void.
Where'd your void go?
Wherever you need me, that's where I was the whole time.
Where would you have gone?
Would you have stuck with the group or followed the dwarf?
Listen, every time I don't follow the dwarf does something weird, so maybe it's time someone stick with the dwarf.
Well, too late for me to not do something weird.
Oh, oops.
He pulled a Kaz knocking on the front door.
He does
like
not
that.
mind to have witnesses to this weirdness.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Are you there? Okay, you saw me.
So, did you rolled to attack? What did you roll?
I did hit.
You did hit?
Yeah. Because I think it was 7.
Yeah, it wasn't very much. It was.
Because it wasn't.
You tried to do minimal damage or something, I thought, right?
No, I just. Well, all I wanted to do was just like slash it.
Yeah, but he didn't actually. We didn't roll damage. I just rolled to see if he hit, and then that's.
I remember it was a hit.
Yeah, I remember that too.
All right.
It
So
was like a 23 to hit or something like that.
you get primed one. The dagger of memories.
Yep. I still want to know more of what it does.
Right.
I saw a clip on TikTok of Lamb of God at a concert doing a cover of a Creed song. It sounded so weird because it wasn't like in their style. They just covered it like the original.
That is weird. Have you seen the Creed Shreds videos on YouTube?
No.
They're old, but it's like badly dubbed over Greek shows.
Okay.
Like really terrible music,
So-
but it looks really real. It's so funny.
Go ahead and roll me a d4. Okay.
You're dead.
You lose 4 of your next life.
You lose 4 limbs.
All right. As you stab him, this cloudy smoke kind of just covers your eyes. As it does, you can actually see the man that's in front of you as you're him at a range. He's pulling back his crossbow, taking up bolts and shooting them over and over and over. As such, a span of a year has gone by, and he has learned how to quick reload with his crossbow. You can just feel the energy and power that he's been practicing. As you now have speedy hands.
Okay.
So, you've trained with your hands at the point of mastery of handling a crossbow. You ignore loading properties for crossbow and proficient within being 5 feet of hostile enemies. It does not impose disadvantage on you as ranged abilities. That being said, you get it for 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay?
So, okay, running down through the neighborhood. Find me a crossbow, buddy.
Yeah, shit.
I have at least 2.
Really good at them right now.
As you are doing this, you can kind of hear a little clicking in the back of your head. As you do, you can see a familiar little skull
I just don't
kind
know
of pop up. Oh, yeah, you found something out. Pretty cool about the dagger, huh?
Yeah. Apparently I can do this, and I just grab his mouth really quick and shut it up.
So, the dagger of memory, when used, you can use the ability to steal 1 of 4 abilities from a creature or a person. 1 time per
Rogue from
proficiency
X-Men.
use.
Stuck in the knife.
So whatever your proficiency modifier is, that's how many times you can use the ability per day.
Nice.
And it doesn't mean that it's always going to be something like a physical type thing. It can
Yep.
also be something else, like a spell or
Never know.
yeah.
Sorry. That's not free.
Alrighty.
Can we turn the music down just a second?
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative, man. So Vaughn, you want to be where, like, right around where Holly's at?
Yes. Downstairs, right?
Oh, I'm in the front door. They're upstairs.
Okay.
So initiative is a dexterity check, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So I have concentration on my enhanced ability that gave me advantage on dexterity checks for an hour. So I can do that.
So you roll
Mhm.
right
You
now.
roll
Advantage.
Great.
I thought I was going to say.
All right, Vaughn. I got you coming around the corner. You can
All right.
see Holly as
I
he.
also don't have a computer. Mine is bits of dust. So
You can.
Oh, you too?
I'll do
Ha!
that. Yeah. You got the pointer?
Go.
Yeah. Thankfully, I have my character sheet printed.
Hey, there we go. So,
Gracias.
You and
as
Thomas
you can
can share if
see,
you
you
need.
are down there coming around the corner as you see Holly slash the guy at the door who was trying to shut the door on him. Brazil, that is enough. Go. Go. Alright. I didn't tell you to change the song.
We know these are the captors, right?
We know Estevador's in there. We
Sounds good enough for me.
we've surmised that he's captive because they're demon hunters. So,
Okay, good. So stab anybody who's not Estes.
pretty much.
Okay, I'm not him, so not.
You know what he looks.
Oh, no, right.
You know what he looks like, right? You Bond has seen
Pretend I
Estevador.
do. Yeah, I've met him several
Okay.
times. Yeah.
Real
Estevador.
I think I
No,
know him.
he has
Oh,
it.
what?
I can't remember if he has or not.
No, he
I know
doesn't.
I have not. I just know there's something.
I got the name in my
don't know
notes,
about.
and I'm fairly certain we've had a conversation.
Yes, but whether or not you've met the real one is a whole different. You would know just by us saying that if you had.
Right.
Can't believe we kept it secret for this long.
I feel like we
to
just
let
assume
people-
everyone knows.
I like to let people like see it for themselves.
Yeah.
So.
That's the dude.
He's a carriage driver.
Wanted me to. Hold on. Let me check my notes. So I
I don't think Fritz is a carriage driver.
Swage ready to kick some ass in that RP. Swage ready to kick some ass in that RP.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do one of those each for each of the Goliath gods. There's only like 5 of them.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Ah, yes. I have him as Esfador, weird Jin guy or whatever he is.
There's this cool note-taking app I found called
Probably, what was your...
it's like Obsidian or something like that.
11.
And it works a lot like a wiki, but it's like just like a computer program. But like you can like type your notes for the stuff and then like link different things to like different. So if you have like a town, notes on a town, you can like link different characters that live in that town and stuff. And it's
Is it
pretty
built
cool.
with like tabletop games in mind, or is it just
Silas,
general
what'd you
note
get?
taking?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've only ever seen people talk about it
Go ahead and roll me a D6.
using it with D&D.
3.
I've seen people use OneNote to pretty good effect.
Yeah.
I use OneNote for like inventory type stuff in here.
Let me see.
Alright.
I make my life difficult when I try and do links in Google Documents.
Oh god, I hate Google Documents. I don't know why.
I like that I can
Sage,
pick it up
what'd
on
you
all
get?
of my different devices.
14.
That's what it looks like. Because you can like zoom out and
Oh,
see the
okay.
different like
No,
webs
I've
and
seen
how
that.
everything connects and stuff. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
That is something I used to hell for about like 3 sessions and then quit using it.
Kaz,
Come
19.
update it quickly.
That would be a great time to have hand crossbows.
You know,
you said
we'll make our
19?
big
Yeah.
team at some point.
Well, take his. Sumi has some. If he knows how to use them.
I know how to use one now.
Well, if he's got one in his hand,
I know
he'll
Kung Fu.
disarm it.
I have a crossbow and 5 different types of bolts that are filled with weird shit.
It's not just a regular crossbow, is it? It's like a +1 or
Okay.
something.
Yeah, it's
So
plus
the
one.
people upstairs do not know that you guys are upstairs, so when it's your turn, just like you don't know what's going on downstairs, I'm going to have you guys do what you do upstairs, and then you...
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I got a guy in front of me that I recklessly stabbed.
Are you still
Probably a
putting
good
people
idea
in
to,
turn order? Because I don't see me.
Something needs some help.
Yeah, I still am.
Okay,
There's a lot of guys here.
just checking. Not that I'm.
No, you
going to
are.
be
You're
impactful.
there. You're down at the bottom. Yeah.
I still got Judith waiting at the bottom of the
Oh, the panther?
No, the giant badger.
Oh, the badger.
So. Alright.
Panther was Gwen.
Yeah. Well, then I did all the J's. I don't know which ones I'm going with yet.
I don't know. I like
But I
that.
guess I could get doubles because I could roll 3.
So as you stab
one
him,
day,
Holly,
so.
he sits there and... Oi, what the hell? As he screams out, attack!
Yep.
Someone else.
Okay.
There's your distraction.
Now we got sound effects.
You didn't even bark at that? Like,
Yes. I almost barked at that.
Don't look at me. You're the alarm system.
there's probably a goose running in the house. I've had my fair share of that.
You got a problem with Canadian geese? You got a problem with me. I suggest you let that one marinate.
Hey, they're
What is that
without
from?
owner. They didn't
Better
belong
kidding.
to the. They didn't belong to the monarchy. They belonged to the queen herself.
It's when they're
And it's Canadian gooses, not geese.
gooses.
I'm going for the quote.
It's when they're
They
the
just
golf
lost
course
their
is gonna
protection, as far as I'm
start
concerned.
destroying the
And
eggs
once you cross the border, they don't have any
thin the
papers.
population.
When 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm playing Apex Legends, and I hear FLAM on the back of the house, and I'm all like,
24 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Both attacks. They were both 18s.
it was just a goose that flew into the house.
It was a goose that ran into the house.
Flew right into it because we were right near a lake, and we didn't have any lights on the back of the house.
seen the video of the old lady getting attacked by the goose, and she just like grabs it by the throat? She's like 70 years old, and she like grabs that goose by the throat and like chokes it.
I don't know why more people in the videos of goose attacks don't do that. Just grab the thing instead of running away from it and trying to kick it.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I always have that
Are you excited to see me, or can you smell my
bizarre
favorite
knowledge in my head that a swan's wing is strong enough to break a
Yeah.
human femur, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know. They're not as big as swans, but I don't
Don't
want
they also have like the teeth on their tongue?
Yeah, I think so.
A mouthful of teeth, but not where you think they are.
Like fighting the xenomorph, the little mouth comes out.
Yeah.
I feel like if you just grab the little mouth comes out, it's like this big, you just be like. What were you gonna do? Were you doing something?
No, you only get one action
It'll be
per turn.
14
You're
points
trapping
of
yourself.
piercing
You're like,
for the first attack, and 13 for the second. As 2 bolts basically hit you in the chest.
Well, one of them I'm gonna be like, "Ah!" and try to make it just skin me a little bit, so it'll. They both. No.
Alright. And then we're going to switch back up to top view, because now it's Kaz's go. Alright, Kaz.
I'm gonna let can I pass until after Swage and Silas go? Because what I want to do might be loud, and I don't want to alert anybody until after they go.
So you want to hold your action?
Well, I mean, I can tell you what I want to do, and then we can just do it after they go. I want to blow the whistle for the wolves.
So you just hold your action until our turn.
Yeah,
is over.
until the end of Silas'
so you're
turn.
just ready to blow the whistle until
Yeah.
until we do things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, so I would have probably just come in a window, but it'd be like along that back wall.
Yeah, right now, well, there's a window right here.
Okay, so say I came in there.
Yep.
I still have the giant badger waiting at the bottom. I just wanted.
Oh no!
I just want to tell.
Anchorman.
Just want to tell it to in beast speech to circle around the front of the house, and then I want to bonus action harness divine power and use a channel divinity to get back a 2nd level spell slot,
Okay.
and I will
Wait,
quietly.
did you use it? You use any spells?
I used 2 locate object and enhance ability to get climb the rope because I didn't know if I was going to pass that dex check. If we're trying to move stealthily up here, is it full speed or half speed, or how does that work?
It's
It's your
bonus
action.
speed. Yeah.
You take an action to hide or move stealthily.
Yeah.
But I can just use my movement
Yeah,
as
you can.
normal.
Mm-hmm.
You get a measurement. Where did I sense the pen? I don't think I've seen it since I got up here.
No, so the pen itself is actually in here. You can sense that it's over in this direction.
Okay.
I didn't feel like
so,
putting Fog of War up.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where it is now because I had to use enhance ability outside, which is my this concentration would have knocked out my other concentration on locate object. So I would know like generally where it is.
Yeah,
I
you
it's
know
not
it's on the
near me.
2nd floor.
Okay.
It's somewhere up here. Yeah.
And then 30 feet. I'll just try to tiptoe across the room and pick up the pen if I see it on the way.
Okay.
And
Go ahead and make a stealth check.
advantage because of the thing. Enhance ability, which is probably necessary. 14.
14. It seems like you're pretty well stealth. You make noise, but it doesn't seem like anything.
Thanks to this new backpack, it doesn't weigh 500 pounds.
All right.
And then-
and then
I guess was it an action to talk to the thing, or is that just a free action?
that's a free action. Yeah. Conversation is free.
Um,
And then you use your action to stealth move.
okay, then I'm good.
Okay. Silas?
I'm gonna look at Swade and can I tell like what direction he's headed as far as like can I tell he's headed
Go
to
ahead
that
and just
left
make an
hand side?
intelligence check.
Yeah, I was generally just gonna head in
Yay!
the
Oh
direction
wait a second,
that
I'm
seems-
actually smart enough. 11.
11? Yeah. You know he's going.
Just the general direction.
Yeah, he's gonna go out of this room into the next room.
Okay, so I'm gonna
almost like a catawalk.
So I'm gonna peek out around the corner, see if anybody's in that room, because I haven't done that. I've listened and I didn't hear anybody.
Yep.
But I'm gonna
You
peek.
look in the room, and what you do see is you can see 2 armors at the far end. There's a chandelier up on the ceiling. Looks like there's a fireplace. No furniture, but there is a long, straight rug that goes in the middle of the room.
So I don't see any stairs up or down at this point.
Not at this point, no.
Okay, well then I'm going to like slide through the door, then move down along that wall, trying to be stealthy,
Okay.
and just kind of heading in the direction I think Swage is headed.
Gotcha.
Just kind of ahead of him. That's
Yeah.
all. And for stealthy, let's see if I don't. Yeah, so I come through the doorway and my foot gets hung in a curtain thing. I roll a 1 for a total of 7.
I should actually re-roll mine too. I might have had really shitty because my advantage would have only canceled out my disadvantage.
So you would have rolled 1.
So yeah, I would only had 8.
So I
they're-
tried to
they're
make
both
it
probably making
like kind of to that corner and I'm just kind of still scouting ahead and trying to,
Okay.
but I'm kind of holding up in corners where people might not see me if they come into the room.
Gotcha.
I'm like hopping on one.
Okay. Cass?
Yeah, blow the whistle. For the wolves.
right in my ear.
So does it sound like a whistle, or does it make like a wolf howl when you blow on
Good
it?
question. Good question.
I'm assuming it'd be like, "Ooh."
Yeah, I like that idea of it
Like
making the
not
sound of the
a loud
animal.
one, but
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, I like that. Nice.
So you're blowing into the skull of, or the representation of a skull of.
Yeah, because
whatever
they're
creature
carved
it is,
into like
right?
the skull. Yeah. What are they gonna be made out of this time? What about paper?
Paper tigers.
Yeah, it's made out of the paper there on the floor.
so can you make wolves made out of wool?
I think they started out being spectral, and then
Yeah, they started
They've been,
out
like,
being like
bone.
ghosts, and then I'm like, let's spice it up a little bit. So now, whenever I summon them, I like pick something in the room and make them out of that instead. Because I think the first time they were bone.
just making like origami constructs, like a bunch of contracts.
Yeah, the paper starts like
contracts
folding
folded
together.
Right, 2 but 3-dimensional. Or just,
Yeah.
oh, I think of the. What was the
To
name?
make them attack, you gotta press their ass down like one of those.
Frogs. Gives really nasty paper cuts.
Alright. So you have the wolves, they are there, you can move them where you'd like them.
Let's see.
But they are summoned. So
Yeah.
Oh, should I
you
roll
can put them where you want them.
initiative for the, or does the badger act on my turn?
The badger acts on your turn, yeah. And you told them to go move.
Just circle around to the
So there's
front.
got to be line of sight. I'll just leave them in the room for now. But I will move myself. I'm not going to really bother trying to be quiet because Swage and Silas has got that in the bag. But I'm going to move just...
More quiet than me, like twice as quiet as I was. Like,
I'll move right there.
blow on my Monday, so it's gonna be crap.
And that is the end of my turn. That guy's got a lightsaber.
What?
I saw this cool custom lightsaber this guy built on TikTok, and it's got sound effects for Anakin killing the younglings. And the more he swings it, it starts to turn more and more red until it's like solid red. Pretty cool.
I should have taken out some more balls from the bag of tricks. She's got 2 more enemies.
Yeah, but since you can throw them like 30 feet, it's like being able to like if something's up on a balcony, you can just throw it down the stairs or something.
Yeah. Well, some of them have interesting things, like the badger right now is burrow, so I don't know if I can burrow 10 feet up underneath the.
Send it down to the attic door.
Like
Yeah,
Dexter
they
in
could-
the D&D episode, Dexter's Labs, where he's the halfling, and all he can do is burrow or play the mandolin.
I don't think I have. Did I not put Vaughn on there?
God, that's
On the initiative?
an old
Yeah.
memory. I'm just
You
like,
didn't
wait a second,
ask?
I
I
can
had a
remember
9.
that.
You had a what?
9.
9?
Because at first he's like the GM, and then GD takes over as the DM, and makes him. The
I never read the Rick and Morty.
You just saw two bolts
D&D.
freaking hit
Oh,
the pop
That's
in.
really good.
Oh my god. they're
Yeah,
So
I don't know if I'm fully caught up. I have
Brazil.
volume 1 trade.
Brazil.
You ever seen the Rick and Morty one where they did the voice? They reenacted this courtroom,
Is
Yeah.
that
and
Yeah.
it's like Rick and Morty. Like Rick is
fuck you.
Morty's the judge and Rick is the defendant, and they're like arguing. But it's like a real life transcript from a real court. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck you.
I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna fuck your wife. Like you got kids? You got kids?
Yeah, we gotta go back down if it's on his turn.
yeah, it's a different map.
Sorry,
It's okay.
I moved my map.
Flip flop.
Come here, Brazil.
Is Holly in front of the door or is the
Yeah.
door to the side? Okay.
Yeah, he's in front of the door.
Yeah, just imagine there's a door
With
there.
another man's
That-
blood
no, we're
on
all
his
good.
hand.
Yeah, no, someone wants to shoot crossbows out the door and stand too close to it. I'm gonna make them regret it. I'm gonna run out the door, swing at him. If I hit him, it's gonna be disarming. I haven't had to do math all week. 17 to hit.
Misses.
Misses, so we'll try again. Well, that's a 20. That's a the number I said plus 10. 20. Yeah, 27 to hit.
27.
I'll make it disarming to get the assumedly crossbow out of his hand.
Okay. And what does he gotta roll? The,
Strength save? Or?
Strength save DC 16.
he actually rolled his 16.
Okay, so it's still in his hand, but he's still taking 16 slashing and 6 lightning. Was it the sword that I got from the chamber?
I think so. Wait, which sword is it? The coral sword?
Yeah, the coral sword.
Okay, that's on the list of things we want to sell. You can take that off. I didn't know he had it
Oh yes,
because
no,
he saw the list that I posted, but just ignored the fact that the
I
sword.
didn't see the coral sword on there. He also put my earrings on there, and I said I'll just buy better ones.
Well, that's why I
No, yeah, I
wanted to
switched
make
to the
sure.
coral sword because it had extra
Okay.
damage, and
I wanted
felt
to make
like
sure.
I was
that-
I was always giving you my extra attack because you had
Yeah.
a weapon with extra damage.
Alright.
Lightning, I believe it was.
I seem to remember it being.
And then I'm just going to continue standing in the way and end my turn.
So earrings a major investment for your character, could you guys?
Oh yeah, plenty of room, right?
He's got so
20
many,
loops and I'm not even halfway up my
so
ear.
many earrings that his ears just fall over.
It's kind of like Swage has.
It's like
something.
African
Now you would do the earrings that
put
have
on
the
ears.
silver chain that goes
It's like,
across.
oh, you're like
so
a
it would
fluffy ear
mold
rabbit?
each other up. Like, why have you got a
It's
weapon
like,
for this?
it's like one of those.
My ears are just
You ever
weighed
seen
down by
those
my
like
tables.
that
the
floats
tables?
the chain.
Yeah, that's what it
zero,
is.
Zero gravity
Yeah.
table or whatever.
You are honoring today. What is up with you?
The modified 20 hit you, Bon?
Oh, yes, 20 hits.
Okay. Alright, it's going to be 14 points of piercing damage, and then I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh, I think that may be. Oh, maybe not. 19.
19? Yeah, you're good. Brazil, come here. I just let you out. Come here. Come.
I'm not protecting you.
Come here.
Nope.
Come here. Brazil. Come here.
Well, slowly but surely.
As a knife comes from behind the gentleman in front of you and stabs you in the shoulder blade. Alright.
How wound?
And now it's this guy's turn.
skip my turn?
This on my phone.
No,
I
you
wouldn't.
had
I
the
have to have
initial.
this.
Oh,
I
yeah,
not
yeah.
see it on my phone. Plus my battery would go halfway through the game. Like,
Yeah. Usually I've got 2 on me for a while ago. It's nice to know to Facebook message people. Stop showing up online on the main phone. It's like, no, I want everybody else to leave me alone.
Let's see. Hello. Alright. He will cast Blur on himself.
I don't think we've seen that since a Flame Skull.
And
it's a good spell.
we'll move here to the back. Bond, you can take an opportunity swing.
I sure will.
Just at disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Yeah, okay, yeah, a 1 and a 3.
You miss. Alright, and let's see. We'll go back upstairs. Yeah, the reason why I skipped you is because you got the first attack. This round you're gonna be in order.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I did it that way. Alright, Kaz.
Okay. So is this guy here? Is he like behind the wall, or is he at the
Yeah,
door?
no, he's in the room. There's nobody in this room that you can see.
Well, let's mosey up to the door here. And move the wolves over here. And just have a meeting. Let's fling the door open. It's gonna be locked.
I like this song. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Not that
Sounds
one.
like Mandolin Doom music.
Mandolin Doom. Bardcore.
This is called Out of Tartarus.
So it is Mandolin Doom music.
Alright. Kaz, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and make a dexterity check as you set off a broom trap.
Check or save?
Save.
Uh, 20.
Right, you'll take half damage.
Take no damage.
Oh, and the wolves are right there, right? You put them next to you?
Mm-hmm.
They also need to make it too.
One got a nat 20. Yeah.
Cool.
We'll just say that was the top one. And then the bottom one got a 19.
Cool.
Yeah.
So they all take half.
Just like, what?
The fake chicken, Chick-fil-A, KFC.
The Clucks
Yeah.
Deluxe. More Clucks for your bucks.
It's no Burger King spicy chicken, but
It'll do.
it's like the 3rd best spicy chicken, so it's good enough.
I had some spicy nugs from Wendy's like about 3 or 4 months ago. They lit me up like I have never been lit up by a Wendy's spicy anything.
They have a good level of spice level typically.
No,
When
but
I
this
have
one
it,
was like. Normally, I'm like, yeah, these are great, delicious.
Bottom of the bag where all the seasoning was.
Yeah.
Or like somehow they got dusted twice or something. Like I was like, I took a bite and I was like, damn, these things hurt.
Damn Wendy, bitch.
Alright, so it's going to be 22 points of damage. That's already half. As lightning just friggin' erupts from the ground.
Lightning bolt.
Alright, and then you wanted to try and open the door, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a strength check, because it is locked.
My favorite thing to do.
So what's the chicken sandwich?
19.
19, it doesn't budge.
Okay, well, I guess it's in my turn.
Okay, switch.
Do I hear lightning and stuff coming from around the corner, or is that a loud trap?
Oh yeah, it's freaking super loud.
Okay, no more stealthy. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he blew the whistle. It sounded like wolves going off. Think surprise is already kind of gone.
Are we
They'll be
going?
surprised there are people here because it only sounds like wolves are invading.
Are we going by the? I'm trying to figure out the scaling here. Are these
Well, until
10-foot
somebody said.
squares?
Just count as 5. I
Okay.
had to mess with the scaling just so that way the grid square lined up.
Okay. So, move up here. Does that? Do I see that trap, or is it now like?
It's starting to fade and
fading and
dissipate.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out Molotov. If I see him tugging at the door, I'm gonna pull out Molotov, the gavel, and bring out the battering ram that is now has a continual flame on it, so it's still like lit on fire.
Okay.
And use a action to dash up next to Kaz, and it takes a bonus action to command the animal, but I already gave him a command to go around front,
yeah.
so he'll be like dashing at 60 feet, or she'll be dashing because her name is
Yeah.
Judith.
Next round she'll be.
And so yeah, 60 feet dash around the house.
The judgment is coming.
Yeah.
Rip and tear.
The ripping and the tearing.
I fixed. Oh yeah, you're.
So I don't have to command her because she's already doing what I said. So I'll do bonus action and get my other second level spell slot back using my second channel divinity.
When it gets real low.
Yeah, I think that's it. Because action and bonus action movement. Wait. Yeah, that's it for me.
Alright, there's your badger. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna give you control.
Okay.
I think we're on the wrong floor for the bed.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But can he give verbal commands now that he's not next to the
Yeah.
animal?
So it's
No, but the animals
way it's
still know
worded
what
is
he
kind of
says.
weird.
I've never had somebody where they split from the animal. They were.
I don't remember what the bag. I don't know if you. I know they do what you command.
So it
them
says
to
the
do.
creature is friendly to you and your companions and it acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or to give it general orders such as to attack your enemies. In the absence of such orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. So last thing I told it was just circle around the house. That's all it's doing right now. I didn't give him any. And I don't
You know,
imagine
keep
we have
other
a
people from
telepathic bond.
bothering. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other
So
people are not
that's
there.
where it's at right now. If you look down the bottom, he's down there almost next to Holly.
She'll just be doing ornery badger things. I guess
We're keeping the neighbors away.
All right, and then
Any cops show
next
up.
up is gonna be Holly. Let me switch back.
Pulled her out like first thing in the morning and had
Holly,
explained.
go ahead and think about what you want to do.
Her
I'm
friends
gonna
are.
let her out again.
This smells good. These are friends. They're not.
Just find a window and stick your head out the window and yell real loud.
Judith.
Judy! If I've got to tell you one more time.
I like the meme that shows the difference between the American badgers and the badgers from like Great Britain.
European?
Yeah, the European badgers, and they're like European badgers will invite you over to their little cozy house for some tea, and then the American badgers will rob you in the alley for some meth money. Because they look so different.
Mm-hmm.
The badgers, I can't remember what game it was, like Far Cry 3 I think had badgers in it, and those things, those were the worst things to fight because they were small, they were hard to hit, they took a ton of damage.
played back in the day, you know what an Orma Vorax is? It's a D&D monster that was back in 2nd edition, but it's got like a metallic fur, and it's 8 arms, but otherwise it just looks like a really long badger. And it would just had like metal teeth, and they used to write these articles called the Ecology of a Monster. So the whole story is talking about this. Somebody wanted to hunt one, and this wizard's telling the guy how to hunt them down and what to use. Like, well, make sure you use slashing weapons, and he's lying to this guy the whole time, and he's like, I want those golden candlesticks as my payment for telling you all these things, and he takes them home to his pet Vorax because they eat metal, and he feeds them gold, but it's just like, they're like 900 pounds, but like this long, because they were basically ate and consumed metal, and so all that stuff just leached into their fur. They were just, you hit them with slashing weapons and just bounced off their skin. And
There's this
horrible little monster.
there's
Because it
this-
would grab you, and once it grabbed you, it would just curl its body up and just start raking you with the 8 claws. So it's like, it would just gut things.
There's this monster in Dragon Age called a Bronto, and it's like a rhinoceros. And you find them like in like really random like underground and like dungeons. Like they're supposed to be like above ground, but you'll find them in like caves and dungeons and stuff. And there's a book you can find in one of the libraries called "Why Is There a Bronto Here?"
I can talk to you. What do you want? What do you want? You can talk to
Okay.
me either.
Holly, what would you like to do?
So, I am going to slide past Bond, run up to right there,
Okay.
and I am going to cast Arms of Hadar. So I need everything within 10 feet of me to make, which should be all 3 of them, to make a Strength saving throw, DC 14.
So, have you seen him do this before? Because that's horrifying.
Oh yeah! All of a sudden, I walk up,
Yeah,
and you just
this
see
is the first
I'm
time.
familiar with Hadar, but not the spell.
And you just see
Can imagine.
all of these tentacles just start smacking everything in the room.
Now, you need them to make what?
DC 14, that's strength.
So like he's like the guy from Umbrella Academy. Ben, he's got the tentacles that come out of his stomach.
So the guy in the corner passes. The young lady with the giant spear, she passes. The guy in the back, though, does not.
Didn't see it coming.
Alright, so the 2 that passed will take 3 bludgeoning, and the guy in the back will take 6.
Yeah, I'm digging this music.
What? No, my bad, it's necrotic now.
I think it's from Hades. What is it again called?
Wait, you said
Is that
necrotic?
Yeah.
That doesn't make a
I
difference.
never played it.
Yeah, Hades. Yeah.
Kind of got like Fifth Element.
What's
vibes.
half of
Yeah.
41?
I've decided to wait till I
Technically,
have
yes.
my Steam Deck to play Hades. I
Yeah.
still don't have my Steam Deck.
Man, I missed my chance on the Steam Deck. I had it pre-ordered, and they kept telling me, "Oh, it'll be ready in October. It'll
And
be
my
ready in
roommate's been
October."
waiting for his forever.
And so I'm like, okay, well, I need new tires, so I'm gonna get new 2 tires for my car. But by October, I'll definitely have enough money saved up again to get it. And then they're like, oh, it's available early, and I'm like, fuck.
No,
like
he's
the
had
week
it
after
on
I got new
order and
tires.
just hasn't gotten it. How big is it?
Not too big.
If you
Probably
want
about
to
as
check
long
to
as this
see how
laptop.
your attack did, you can. And that's a free action. It's a skill check.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know how often I would have ended up using it.
20.
In all fairness.
It doesn't look like it did.
He
as
just
much as you
he
think
had
it should have.
tons of Steam stuff so you can download it all.
I have like
Well,
900
it's not
plus
really
Steam
going to do me
games.
too much good, but I need the extra
That's just
help.
Steam.
Yes,
as all
I
the
know.
tentacles
I
come back
understand the
in,
Steam addiction.
I'm going to turn into my form of dread and just, I basically look like an Azer dwarf, but with a skull head on fire. Basically, a flaming skull head dwarf.
Johnny
Blaze.
Yep, you're the only one that
Yeah,
gets
so,
to see this.
so yeah, Bond. How does that freaking sound to you? You just see him freaking blaze up.
I just
skull now freaking on fire.
With whipping tentacles.
Oh no, I'm just changing what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that I'm coming for your. We're here to talk about your crossbow's extended warranty, but now I'm gonna say we're here to talk about your soul's extended warranty.
I mean, it's not terrifying that you're seeing this. I mean,
No,
your-
he's
your
on my
friend-
side. That's good.
Yeah, but your friend, your buddy, he just.
Yeah, this is not. A
He
surprise.
looks like the flame skull that's been floating around hanging out with you guys.
See some weird shit.
Yeah, it's not a
like,
surprise.
He's seen some shit.
And I rolled a 10, so 11 temp hit points.
There you go, man.
Nice.
Alright.
And then I will close out my movement with moving over to the.
I will be quizzing you about who your patron is later.
Oh, and the guy in the back cannot take a reaction this turn.
That shows up. Second floor. This guy. He's gonna hold his action in case somebody comes in. Back down. It is Bond, your turn.
Alright. What you need to do is
I forgot I have Hunter's Mark. I took the Fey Ancestry and I have Mrs. Hunter's Mark. I forgot about that.
This is like. That's from The Witcher.
Because this is
well, you
We're
got-
out
well, looks
number
like 2
right
fighting
away.
targets. Uh-huh. Yeah, but they may be peons. They may not be. They may.
Let's
my goal was not to storm the castle. It was to create diversion.
You went inside the castle. You technically stormed.
Have fun storming the castle.
I commit to my diversion.
Anybody want a peanut?
Alright. So she will make 2 attacks against you.
Oh shit. Who's attacking?
He's gonna old timey box him.
No, I've got 2 different reactions. I'm waiting
Come
to see
on.
which one I'm using.
She's gonna attack you for 19.
Me?
Yep.
It's gonna miss. Guess what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna
Propose.
do? Okay.
Oh, that gets the extra D8. Ah, I missed.
Okay.
Darn. I tried.
And then her second attack. It's gonna be 18 plus numbers again.
That'll hit.
2
As long
numbers.
as it's more. Yeah.
It's more than 2.
What's the thing? I'm gonna hold this.
So it's going to be 18 points of piercing damage from the spear, and then I need you to go ahead and make a dex save.
20, not 20 plus.
Nat 20?
Yeah, plus it's only 22. Yeah.
Are you wearing a shield?
Yes.
Okay, so as she hits you, instead of flinging you back and knocking you back 5 feet, you're able to stand your ground, gripping your shield into the ground.
Awesome. Well, you said 18 damage.
Yep.
Still hits you like a truck.
I was wondering if I asked them again if the number would go lower.
That's what I was gonna do.
Alright, It's gonna be this guy's turn. Let's see.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a time to go.
Another action.
I'm low already.
I'm not, but I know one turn.
Is all it would take.
Yeah. For both of us, probably.
Get him in the doorway, you might stand a chance.
Been trying to think of a cool one-liner from Bust the Door Down, but I'm drawing a blank.
Same. No one good hit can take me out at this point.
So lowest one's gonna be a modified 20 to hit you.
20 is my AC.
Cool. So both those will hit. As
There-
2 more bolts come flying.
They're down there fighting for the. We haven't even gotten to the enemy yet.
I'm already almost dead.
We're gonna come
what
down.
are you doing?
We're gonna come downstairs
It's gonna
and
be
Holly
12
and
points
use my
damage
action
for
to
the
use
first
the
attack.
restroom. Where's the
12?
Yep.
Oh, there's armor right here.
there we go. I'm gonna bust the door down.
And,
This isn't the
Just pull the
10
cockpiece
for the
down,
second
it makes
attack.
a little funnel, you just go right there.
I'm gonna
I already used my
dodge
channel
the
the
first one.
Just made a pee hole.
Yeah, well, you've used what you channeled, so you can. I have this
Fabricate.
armor, so you can have made a giant metal
Focus,
drill.
fabricate, make a pee hole.
All right, Kaz,
Fourth
you're up.
Let's use Molotov to try to bust that door down.
Okay.
But you know
What was that again?
That was-
And
So
damage.
I'm helping him with my action,
Yes.
so it'll be advantage plus 4 plus your normal bonus.
So +9.
Yeah.
Your undead patron, and we need to make a deal with him very, very soon.
Not great.
That doesn't
The
count.
next
Bless.
second.
That's it. This is not
Oh,
a
that's
bless.
Does
right.
not help,
I'm blessed too.
because it's not
No, that's
rolling
not
to
a-
hit.
it's
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's just a check.
Or I'll be crossing out Hairfolk and writing Reborn on the sheet. One or the other.
13.
I don't have any clue.
13?
what
Yeah.
So as you take
I'm surprised
Molotov
he survived.
and you go to hit, as
Who,
you
me?
do, it kind
No,
of
this is
glances
my
off the
character.
door as if
Like, I don't
something
know
was
what I
kind of
would play
there,
if I
like a
cared
barrier
about
of some sort, and he
Play
just kind of
some more.
glances. Doesn't do as much damage as you think. Go ahead and roll damage and then tell me what it is half.
I don't know if it actually does damage. It's a portable ram. There's no like damage stat associated with it. I don't know what we
It's just
roll.
strength checks against.
Oh, it's just strength.
Yeah.
I thought
They
rams
bounce.
did do damage.
I mean,
Probably,
if you wanted to
but-
decide the door has an AC and hit points, we could probably do that. But I don't know what the damage it would deal.
I can find out.
That's a ram, so it's probably more than
Alright,
a
love you,
mall.
Dad. Bye.
3, 4, D6.
Yeah.
Because a mall does 2d6.
That does 2d8.
2d8, yeah, so it would be more than a mall.
I think there's a property for like it destroys things.
Yeah. It's,
too.
Yeah, so that's primarily what it's for, is to give you all the bonus on your strength check. And give you
13
advantage and all
damage.
that fun stuff.
13 damage. Yeah, so that's already halved.
Oh no. So 6,
6. Well, you round up, so
7.
Yeah. So, the door, it kind of buckles a little bit, but it's still standing.
After all this time.
Alright, and Swage, you used your action
I'm
there.
about to say, like,
Okay.
we about both
You
out
still
of
got a
it.
bonus action though.
Yeah.
That's cool, because
Do
y'all will
anything.
actually draw, hopefully, some of them
Not really,
out
I
the
guess.
front door.
Probably
right?
not. No.
Bonus
So
action.
you're
was
still
my
doing your
whole
job.
Oh, wait.
I probably
Oh, wait.
would not have gone in the room with,
Hold
Oh, the
on.
badger too. Shit.
because you
I
were at
can,
number 4 you went to the room. There were
Yeah,
3
but there was
people.
I haven't moved.
I can,
I can use my
deal with
helmet.
those.
Oh yeah.
Because I have not yet begun to actually do damage back.
Is it a bonus action to use your
That's
helmet?
what I'm saying.
No, I just moved it. I got a dash.
Michelle can
Oh, so
take
you'd have
the
to.
spear brawl. Unfortunately, y'all are pretty hurt already. Neither of the healers went with you.
So this actually does damage. So I'll dash.
We already, I think, used the action to
You rammed.
ram.
Yeah, I don't have to use an action though. Oh, because the dash is an action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never,
Yeah.
never mind then. Yeah, I'm
It's
done.
an action
Alright,
ram.
so
Then
your
the-
badger. What would a badger do?
He's probably
So
sitting
I
there
had
real angry.
Honey badger don't care.
Mushrooms.
Since the
Snakes.
I think I had said the panther that I had the day before
I was like,
disappeared
someone-
like at the dawn, and then as soon as that would have happened, Swage had that thing since the
Just
morning.
think
He
of
would
the
have
one
like
that was, like,
introduced
stunned by
to the
the whole,
group,
like,
so
the
that,
natural,
enough that they would know
like,
not to attack
stung.
these people.
50
Yeah.
times and it falls over from the poison and gets up this
But
little
would he
hole
get in
there.
the fray?
I don't know if Judith would get in the fray, but
Here you go. Here, you can flip a coin.
okay.
Kraken's heads, and then the one
Okay,
is
so
tails.
a Kraken, she's going into the fray. Nope. So
Just
she
shove it in the front
will
door.
probably sniff around and
Doing badgery things.
burrow 10. If she can burrow under the house, you get 10 feet of burrow speed. So
Okay, yeah. She can burrow
peek around the
under.
corner and like, nope.
Trying to kill my
burrow
friends.
under.
I'm gonna mess up your front porch.
Your foundation.
You're gonna be so
The
mad.
foundation's fucked, bro.
That's what's gonna win the fight. The battery's gonna collapse the whole house.
Like is it the Langoliers that do that, or the what's the Stephen King where they eat holes and everything?
The
Yeah,
Langoliers.
Langoliers, yeah.
They show up to eat the
Alright,
timeline.
And then bonus action, I'll cast spiritual weapon and just have it ready.
Alright, let me go back to, and I will, let me find your hammer, or your anvil.
Hey, puppy dog. Hey, puppy dog.
Hello, human.
Hi.
I wish players could actually put stuff out.
They can if it's in a journal.
Really? How do you do that? Well, I'll do that later.
He has to put stuff in your journal.
Oh.
You're not allowed to create your own stuff. And I've never understood
Alright,
that.
so there's your anvil. Let me give you
This
access
is
to it.
all about maintaining control.
And I guess if we're trying to do damage to the door and bust it down, the I technically get an attack with it
Yep.
this turn. So we'll see if
That's
that
I think
does
tonight.
anything.
Puppy.
I have to remember what the hell I add to this.
Like a
Sorry.
+9 for you to hit.
+8. So 22.
Yeah, it
to hit.
is.
And then. Oh, that's pretty good. 13 damage. Force damage.
Yeah, it splinters. You can see the door. Looks like it's about to be.
It's the only dying due to a renewed assault.
It's starting to splinter. Like I can't move through it yet.
No.
Okay. Then I will spare.
Okay, Ollie, you're up.
All right. I'm going to survey the situation with more of these guys rushing in now. See that he looks like a beaten pulp. And be like, Bond, we gotta go. And you just see a grinning skull stare at you and say, let's run. And
A quick nod.
I am. Let's see.
Can you pronounce the letter R without lips?
Run, run, run. Run, run.
Time to run!
Did he say hunt?
Kind of reminds me. What's that? Remember that cartoon where it had that crazy the Powerpuff Girls, the like ape-looking dude, where you always "Hey, talk like this."
I am going to. Yeah.
Run so far away.
Dayblade is gonna come and smack Spear Chip.
Okay.
Fear of the road gunner.
It's gonna be a 21 to hit,
That'll hit.
and Bond is standing right there.
He's like, I have all these dice. Now I get to use them.
Yes. Oh my god.
I can't believe we got
The rogue
13
advantage.
+9.
Yeah, I know.
Sneak attack. One or the other.
10, 16, 17, plus. It's gonna be 23 piercing damage.
That's all radiant, right?
That's all piercing damage.
Oh, okay.
And then 1 radiant damage. Because it does additional in
So
that.
24 total.
24 total.
Okay.
And is that a bonus action to do that? It is not a bonus action to do that. So, I need it to make a wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Oh, what? What are you? Shit. Failed.
It is now scared of me for the next minute.
Yeah, that's enough.
Nice.
Yeah, it's because your visage.
Nice.
She doesn't know what I said either. And I am going
He's
to.
something terrible. The not knowing that scares him.
That's why I was like, I gotta check to see if that's a bonus action.
I think if you just hit something.
Yep, I can force it to make a wisdom saving throw, or it can be frightened until the end of my next turn. And I am going to bonus action disengage, and I'm out.
Deuces.
Hippity hoppity, I'm getting off your property.
Bond, you gotta go.
No. Just hard. Go. What? I got
These are out of
You're
question.
gonna try and run away.
Bonus action disengage.
That's still gonna do Sentinel.
That overrides disengage?
It does.
Yes.
But she is frightened, so she gets disadvantage to hit you.
That is true.
So the new Overwatch
So that's
character
gonna be a modified 20 to hit you.
does
and that was the
the new
lowest.
Overwatch character
That was
release
higher.
Son of a
when
bitch.
Overwatch 2 comes out does hand signs like Nor.
It hits.
You still have your action, right? You're
It's
rolling.
like a Japanese character.
Yeah, I
someone's
can
like a
still
spirit
react
hawk.
to it.
I've never played
Just
Overwatch.
make sure.
They're pretty fun.
Hoping you were going.
I love the character design.
No, I'm still not that far
That
gone.
bad.
The
Did
downside
you
is
see it
like
going?
Sentinel
version
done.
of
Yeah.
that. It was
So
like
it's gonna be
not
13
Overwatch,
points.
but
And then I also need
Creators
you
of Borderlands made one
to
a lot like
Apex
make
Legends?
a
No, it was not very
Dex
popular.
save.
It did not take off, but they had a huge cast of
Called
characters.
like Battle something, wasn't it?
Battleborn. Yeah.
Battleborn. I never played any of those. I've only ever played Overwatch.
But you should be good at those.
I mean, yeah.
But like they released a trailer for the new character and she does like the like when
It's gonna be
she does
18.
like the hand signs to summon the
You're
fox.
good. You're not pushed back.
Can I choose to be pushed
And I'm
back?
like, man, I hope they have like an Naruto costume reference for her because
I mean,
the other Japanese
I don't know.
character
And you?
You can choose to fail any save.
Yeah. Yes.
The other
You
Japanese
wanna choose
character
these?
has
You want to stumble
Kamen
back
Rider
5 feet and
skin.
then run the rest of your movement.
I
Well,
Sentinel
movement-
saps my movement.
Yeah.
I'm stuck there now.
Yeah.
So you would have to wait till next turn. But if you want to fail to save and be pushed back 5, yeah.
I really think they should release. They should team up with like Marvel to do Marvel things.
Yeah, I just get pushed back 5.
Yep.
Okay.
This
I'm
guy's
surprised they
turn.
haven't.
Was she using a full-on pole arm or just a spear?
She's using a.
Because was it at 5 feet or 10 feet? Is what I was trying to figure out.
That was only 5.
Only
she's
5?
using a spear.
Okay, so I got pushed back to there. I was trying to figure out where I got pushed to.
Yeah. Alright.
You're so close to the door.
Well, she can choose to make her attack of opportunity at 5 or at 10 feet. With reach, you can choose to do it at either.
Yeah, well, I was trying to figure out if she had reach.
Yeah.
This, alright. I guess I don't.
However,
do I?
I thought it was when you left the threat range. They can do
You
all
threaten
that.
at 5 feet with a reach. Creatures, if I have a 15-foot reach, they can shoot 5, 10, or 15.
Yep. And if you leave that space, you still, if they have the ability to hit you for a reaction, they can use it in any of those spots.
Yeah, Sentinel's just a dick. It's just difficult, you know.
Upside is, Pod, she's used her reaction, you can run.
Oh, right. I'm sitting here panicking. Like, I think my hop. I don't know if my hop will get around Sentinel. I assume because it's
Hop to
maybe
the second
Sentinel's
floor.
just.
You can get
disengaged.
out now.
I know I have Misty's.
I might be going
There you
down
go.
now.
Yeah, now Misty Step would go. No, she
Give it a
would
few
get-
seconds, you can go out the badger hole.
Well, my hop and Misty Step are both bonus actions, so I gotta.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
the badger
saying
makes
the
me a
Misty Step,
hole.
it wouldn't matter. If
It's
you
going to. It's
teleport
right
them
underneath the
back.
spot.
One of those miss.
Right.
Any
One
of
of
the
the
other
hits.
people, because you're around several. And they all have advantage to what you know.
13 points of slashing damage.
Who's getting hit?
You.
Okay.
As the other shield guy shows up, as you get pushed back.
Dash.
It's that guy, and then this is now. Yeah.
You got a problem? You got a problem?
Holding action.
You all both got problems?
Definitely gave the spear chick a smack on the way out, though.
Okay.
The fear is
You
great.
might have woke her up and made you the target.
You still get to get out on your own. I don't know if I can help much.
Run!
You said run, I'm running. Okay, disengage as my action.
Yep.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15. Was this the door? 20,
Door was in the
Right
middle.
where the
Yeah,
back-
doors in the middle.
25. Is there any windows I can see for the top floor, as in for the purpose of Misty stepping into a room upstairs? Because I gotta
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Cool. I would like to do that.
Okay.
Into whatever I can see.
I would like to do that, please.
Probably just gonna screw up again, but we'll find out.
Yeah, because this was my plan, was just to create a hell of a diversion.
You're gonna see me like flailing around for my disengage, and then they're just like, "What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, he got away!"
Like Wile E. Coyote.
And then I run out the door and just it's the transition. Just silvery mist enveloped me, and I'm just all like, "Sorry, buddy."
They probably see you there with your fiery skull,
Alright.
and like, we didn't even have to hunt this one down. It came right.
Right.
walked right in.
Alright, Bond, you are right here.
Oh, let me scroll down.
Okay.
Oh yes.
It's hard to pick his
Lost-
character out.
Yep, that was the
flipping
biggest
it.
window that was kind of open, and you were like,
Works
oh,
for me.
sweet.
Oh yeah, no, I was panicking. First, any port of storm.
Alright.
Portal, window, Foxtrot.
Hold on, that was Bond.
Upside is the reason I wanted to move a little bit farther away.
Oh, that's right. I fucking.
She can't move closer.
Oh, I hate that. Where were you at in the turn order, Bond?
I'm sorry.
I just
Where were
thought
you
you were
at in the
gonna
turn order? You were
arm
after.
together if you had it.
I was 9.
No, I only got
Keep
one
them from
round.
having reactions so you can run away.
So you were right here, right? Yeah,
Because you had 2
because
spots when you were
Level 1 draw.
when you only get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking that up the other day
Yep.
he's gonna hold his
That's good.
action.
because I just don't understand how warlocks work. It's a class I never really read much about.
Ugh, dude,
Oh, there.
they're so broken.
That's my favorite warlock too, the undead warlock.
Once you run through either 3 spells or more, yeah, just beat the snot out.
Started playing it like
Yeah, but
Wait,
they get
three.
their shit back on a short rest. That's
Well, you
what's-
kill them before they get a short rest. It's not that hard.
plans.
Pressing everything max level.
He's holding his action. He's gonna. I mean, shit. The only person that's here now is Holly.
Uh-huh.
And the badger.
The
Badger's
badger's
underground.
under the ground.
Oh.
Radical Larry.
They hear a thump and a steel
attack.
pump.
One misses, one hits.
Beat me to it. I was getting ready to say, they're under the ground. They're under the
I mean, they
goddamn
might
ground.
believe you.
15 points
I
slashing
was
damage.
picture if you ever watched Nature
Bard, what do
Wagon.
we need? Oh, she was.
Like a really
This
bad
guy.
musical. The whole thing where they're tunneling under the city, under this western town, and they're collecting all the gold dust that falls through the floors
Come
and stuff.
in here.
And then suddenly at the end of the movie, the whole town collapses because they're tunneled under all the buildings.
Okay.
It's gonna be close. Gonna get real close.
I hear something puckering in there.
Alright. Back at the top of the round, it's Spear Girl.
Can't move closer.
Did the people upstairs all go?
She can't move closer, but she can still attack.
With a spear? Spear's not reach.
Nope, spear's not reach. Unless she has a long spear or a pole arm.
That was the whole reason I wanted to accept getting pushed 5 feet away.
But she is frightening king.
Well, she has daggers.
Oh yeah, she can fling a dagger at him. But, you know, he's got cover, all this, you know. It's still within a back tactic to just get as far away from her as possible. She might dagger stick him.
Yeah, she would actually move back here to the door. And she would throw a dagger.
Disadvantage.
Missed. Alright.
She hit her friend.
It's gonna be Shooter Boy.
That I don't have much.
Cover.
He ignores it.
You're screwed.
Alright, so it's gonna be 18 plus numbers, 14. That's going to be a modified 20 to hit, so both of those will hit. He's lucky these are just bolts. He hasn't infused them. Alright, so that's going to be... It's going to be 16 points for the first attack, and 10 points for the second attack.
Son of a bitch.
Are you down?
That put me down.
I even printed
Here.
teardrop ears.
So it would
on
be
my
bargaining
sheet.
for your body.
Where? Oh.
To exactly 0.
Well, we can take those off the list.
2 exactly.
I'll give the
Like, if you would've rolled a
money to-
15.
to the party.
You would have been up by 1.
Yeah,
That's
I would have been
essentially
up
what
by
it
1.
is, just
Too bad you don't have
Take
relentless
this as part of
endurance
my-
yet.
Nope, that's a while. That's like level 10.
Alright,
But the one where you roll the get back up and like undead to undead.
Alright, so since there's nobody else downstairs,
It's not that high because they have it on critical roll. They're only 8.
so just so you're aware, I'm gonna close the scene downstairs because the battle is pretty much done down there. We'll just move everything back up to the top. Holly, you don't have to make any death saves.
Because they want you alive.
You are brought back to 1 hit point, but you are now manacled, hands and feet.
Where's my slime armor when I need it?
Now you regret it.
So the Badger still will have a chance to do something, right? Have they already taken all their turns against him, or?
No, I mean there's still people that are taking turns, but they're,
Okay.
now that they're gonna take him away. She can follow him if you'd like. That's fine. But they're not attacking him anymore. They brought him back and they're carrying him. Looks like they're gonna be heading up the stairs.
Damn.
Rescue number
Yeah.
2.
The damn sentinel feet caught me.
Yes.
Other than that, I had it.
Come here.
You actually were doing fine right up to that point.
Because I was deciding to run fairly early. I was still at like 60 hit points at the beginning
Alright,
of that.
so
I have taken 53 damage out of my 68.
alright, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove everybody who's not in that downstairs order anymore, okay?
Okay. If you want to remove some of the upstairs people, feel free. We're okay.
There's only 3 of them up here right now.
No, there's a door, an unstoppable, unbreachable door.
Oh yeah,
We made a hole in it now.
it's gone next turn. My turn.
Put
is
your
over.
eye up to it.
I'm sorry.
Swingy.
I really should have 100 marked that.
You see my fingers like coming through like the cracks in the door trying to.
Still got a good distraction of multiple rounds of 6 people
Wait.
not upstairs.
There's like each of our arms in trying to find the
Yeah.
door handle.
Like what the hell?
Give me a second.
We hold hands for
This dog
Feels
is
right.
freaking killing me.
the wolf tries to.
Look, stick a hand through. Deception check. Come with me if you want to live. What?
You in there, Estevador? You in there?
Missed this guy.
Oh yeah, there's 4. There's 4 of them. I miscounted.
Alexa Jane.
Wait, there's some 2.
Yeah, there's 4.
5.
Oh, 5? Man, I can't count
I
it
didn't see
all.
that one until just now.
No,
I was
that's
counting
that's
as 4.
Estevador. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a big thing in the corner. Is that a big thing in the corner? Like I'm assuming Espador is on the blue thing.
Yeah, he's in the,
There's
he's
a
the
big
white
guy in the
square.
corner.
That's
Is there
Estevador
not?
right there.
So there's 4 of them in there.
No, take her down to use
Yeah.
the restroom.
I don't know that, but I'm hiding on the wrong side because the stairs are on the other side, which is where it should be. But I don't know that. I want to wear a place where I could hide.
By the way, the cheese pizza is almost gone.
You mean you ate the pizza like it was supposed to be eaten or something?
I mean, there's 3 slices left if anybody wants it.
Just crazy eating pizza. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, to be fair, I've had gym class
To be fair.
a
To be
little while ago,
fair.
so oh, I'm hungry.
To be
Brazil,
fair.
Valdez, come here. Come here, Val. Come.
Get on that
Come here,
side.
Val.
Eat. Oh.
Valdez. Get in here. Thank you.
I just want to go outside like everybody else.
Alright, Kaz, you're up.
Let's try to knock the door down again.
One night of gaming.
Much better.
Leave me the hell alone.
29. Or, sorry, 25.
That hits.
Okay.
The door just shatters.
This isn't the bathroom.
As you can see through the door,
It is now.
It's awful full of shit, though.
you do see one guard over here. You can see Espador sitting, and actually in a very nice plush chair, right here, full form, and you can see a gentleman right here, and this is what he looks like.
Is Espador tied up or manacled, as far as I can tell?
Nope.
No.
He's actually sitting down sipping tea. Or sipping something from a cup.
I can't see him from there. So.
Dad, did you want me to take her upstairs? Just with me or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we came to rescue you, Espador. Do you need rescued, or?
Oh! Hello, friends! Come in!
Brazil, come
Oh
here.
my god. I can't see him, but I'm just looking at them going.
Brazil, come here. Dad looks like she's not leaving your side.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. I'll walk in. Just the one space though.
Alright.
And
As soon as you walk in, you can see a knight standing right there next to you. Blade drawn. He hasn't taken an action yet. Espador is like, oh, these are my friends. This right here is Captain. What'd you say your name again was? As he sits there and he points to the gentleman right here. Bartov. Captain Bartov. Can I ask what you are doing here?
we thought you captured and or kidnapped our friend there, so we came to rescue him, but it doesn't look like he needs rescuing.
Technically, you're not wrong, though. We did take him.
Is he free to leave?
Not at the moment. He's
That
very insightful, actually.
Estivador, do you want to leave?
But they're not harming me.
Well,
They're just asking questions.
we were gonna leave town. Like, do you want to leave the building now?
Oh, where are we going?
On the road again?
On the road again?
Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway.
Like, if they're holding you here and you don't want to be here,
Wait, I don't know, Captain Bertolf, can I leave? Kind of looks at you. Looks at Espador. Is it something of importance that you have to leave now?
it's pretty important.
Do you report to the king?
I do not.
Me neither.
I report to a higher power.
As do I.
Jesus.
No, not him. He's a philanderer.
One raised desk phone. Suddenly he
Philanthropist?
Oh god, those holes in his hands, man. It's out of this world.
I guess I probably should have used sending to talk to Fedor before we stormed the place, but I was just following the lead.
Where's Pele?
Well,
I need her.
if you would like, you're more than welcome to stay here. We just had a few more questions we were asking your very interesting friend here.
Mr. Fedor, do you care to answer these questions? Are they harassing you?
I mean, what's not to harass?
That's a good point.
You make any deals yet?
No, Captain Bartov is being prudish.
I get that.
So Silas,
Mm-hmm.
do you come in the room now as everyone's kind of walking in? Doesn't seem like
No,
they're
I'm
fighting.
just kind of dropping a squat and listening to the conversation to see if it goes
I mean, but are you looking into the room?
No. Because they might see me then, so.
Okay.
I'm assuming
He
maybe
still
the
thinks
only
he's
the
hidden.
guy that's like standing beside Kaz
Huh?
can see me, so.
I'm assuming I'm a couple rooms away still. So
Bond got this.
panicked around looking for the doors, trying to.
Hey, you were able to see the doors.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have some idea of which like window we went in.
If that door was open, boy, that's just funny that y'all spend 15 minutes and I just go.
Oh, it was a pull. Damn.
Come out immediately, start
It's
screaming.
It's like that one clip where the guy. Oh no, it goes both ways.
Yeah.
And he's like rips it out.
I think you should leave.
Rolls. Yeah.
Come into the main room where I can see people and just be like, Holly, only just now pulling the knife out.
There's so much blood.
Holly's been killed or captured or worse. I don't know.
Oh, she
Whatever
ran
he
away.
said to. If that was even still Holly, I don't know. Why is nobody panicking? Why is it just me?
Whistle for Judith. Judith! Do as loud as whistle I can. See if I can get her to come upstairs.
Through the floorboard.
So Bond, as you go into the room and are like talking to everybody, you can see this is what Esfador actually looks like.
Oh. Yeah, oh, alright.
He's very handsome.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of those days. First it's Holly, and then
As he
that's
sits
what
there-
Anytime it looks like
He's having a bad day.
anytime it looks like Warhammer art, I get even more concerned. And that looks like Warhammer art.
As you walk in, you can see Esfador as he kind of looks at you. Oh, Bond! How have you been? Oh, you look actually pretty banged up. Are you all right?
Almost no, but yes. Holly's not.
Oh, Holly's not. What'd you guys call the ruckus?
We thought you were in
No, the
danger.
ruckus was just there and we found it. It was
You
already.
guys seem to find ruckuses a lot. Bartol just looks at all of you and is like, I can see that.
So Holly's not okay. He's downstairs.
He may be dead.
Oh shit.
He tried to come in through the front. Bartov is looking at you.
Did you just said it out loud, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna rush and try to help Holly.
Okay.
Continuing the misunderstandings.
As you turn around to start to run down the stairs that are over here, as it looks like
Because I don't know what stairs to where, so I'm like, yeah. Bond didn't say anything about coming upstairs.
I didn't.
you see,
I'm assuming that's probably the way
as you get about a quarter of the
way.
way, you can see Holly surrounded by guards, up on his feet. He's manacled, being escorted by some very intimidating looking people as they're coming up.
With Judith close behind.
Judith.
With
No,
a,
Judith is actually like sprinting up the stairs, and everyone's just like, God damn it.
It's like watching a
Let a
ferret
badger
come
in
up
here.
the stairs
We let
with
the
its
badger
like
out.
80-pound ferret.
The Baha Men is peer in this universe. I'm gonna. I don't have a weapon in my hand yet, so I'll hold my hands out and say I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding.
So are they up in that central room now?
They're
Like the
they're
guards?
coming up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
I think you should let our friend go there, and we can go in the room over here and talk.
We can all go into the room. I'll unmanacle him when we speak to the captain.
Fair enough. Only because he's up and walking on his own. Not if they were like dragging your unconscious body up the stairs. It might be a different story. But.
I'm going with it. Their house, their rules.
As the one of them is sitting there and he's kind of like he sits there and he just looks at you as he's walking in. What the fuck did that dagger do? Fucking head's still ringing from that.
When he uses a dagger to take one of their abilities, do they lose that ability?
They don't lose it,
Ah.
but
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
He borrows a memory.
you are really good at crossbows, though.
I am gonna hand Holly a.
that's true. I am.
I'll give Holly a. Because you're hurt bad. I'll give you a.
You gotta give it. You gotta open it.
I will.
with my mouth.
I'll baby bird him
Right,
Big
that
baby
skull
bird
hole.
man.
You just drink it and then kiss them.
Yeah. No,
Okay, that's
So
what
is that what we're doing?
The
We're
scene.
kissing the guys and high-fiving the women. Huh?
Kissing the guys with no lips.
Oh man. Hey, Kaz, you know,
Well, you
I
got
know, my
my
head's back
in,
now.
so that
The
probably
borrowed
ended.
souls.
with Kaz, if
Oh my
the,
God,
if the dragon is
this
hungry,
is the
he will
third
eat.
thing you've seen today.
I'll help Holly drink a greater healing potion.
Okay.
I'm gonna filter for you though, buddy.
One's 44, right?
44 plus.
4.
No,
It's-
you gave
potions-
persuasion idea. Yeah, I'm
Potions
just
are like
looking
a
now.
shot's worth of stuff. It's not hard. I literally yesterday had a bar.
Make like one of those beer hats.
Got your shot. Can you do it right now?
I was busy doing
Let's work on that
deck-
potion.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm about, so I need to be drunker.
I was cooking. I had raw meat on my hand. She was like, "I
It's
got you
a
a shot."
Smitty
you know,
Werber Young and
take
Man
it right
hat.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
you can.
She
SpongeBob.
starts lifting up. I was like,
He
"Oh."
was number one.
I'm used to this being
There you
a
go.
belly button.
I still look
actually,
like
but-
shit, but I'm not dead.
As you all gather into the room now where Espador is, he's calmly still sitting there,
Yeah.
legs
If-
crossed.
If we had walked in and he was like tied up or chained up, you know, this might have gone differently.
When I see Espador,
But you know, he's just chilling there
I'm
drinking
gonna
tea.
go, roll a what the F is he roll.
Go ahead.
Silently
He's a pretty boy.
pray to
That's what he is.
Agma to guide my thoughts to a memory that's appropriate. Oh, thank you, Agma. Would that be Arcana?
Yeah.
29.
You know he's a true demon. You probably know more about what he is than anybody else in the group right now.
Yes.
He is an archivist demon. One
So a
who-
librarian demon sort of thing.
Yeah, but he's an actual true demon. So, on the scale of meh, doable to what the fuck, yeah. And you guys have just been casually walking around with this guy.
He's our bro.
Yeah, they've never told me like why. I just knew it was a weird carriage guy that seemed to like them. So hey, and they trusted him. So I have no reason to distrust him. Now
You do know he doesn't. From what they've explained to you, that he doesn't like making mortal deals to where.
but he is a
souls-
demon and not a devil.
Right.
Okay, that's an important distinction.
But he likes making like bets and like.
Yeah, I know he's a wagerer, and he's
But it always seems like he has an agenda when he's like trying to get stuff. And he says he's writing an anthology of Earth before he goes back home.
okay.
Yeah.
He could be a researcher, and you do want to see them in their natural environment. You don't want to mess with the ecology too
Right.
much.
So, but yeah, that's who he is.
Oh no, inside I'm crapping. Outside he's like, yeah, cool.
He's a good guy. Don't worry.
Meanwhile, I'm still just sitting here. manacled.
As you guys come in, Barshov sits there and he looks around. What happened downstairs? As he looks over at the guy who you stabbed. Well, boss, this one stabbed me.
I am the one who knocks.
You're also the one who falls.
Hey, could have been a duel. You decided to be cheap and call your friends.
Duels are for knights and pussies. I ain't neither.
Hey, that's because you lose.
We can't argue with that.
Yeah.
All you got's a
Totally agree.
crossbow.
Took you down, didn't it?
Just a little bit. Just a flesh wound.
Hey, it was just the tip, baby.
Just the tip. I walked into that one.
So I will walk around while they're talking and pull out my kit and just like patch up wounds on people.
That's fine.
So for Hali, wow, that is 14 back.
That's
Bond, that is 14 back. Better knife. And for Kaz, who I think ate a glyph.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. 18 back.
That's almost all of it. Damn.
Yeah.
So are these still necessary?
Barshov just looks at you.
And you neither me
You're
or
gonna cause me
which
more
one?
trouble.
If you would just answer the door. I tried to let you know that the back of your house is on fire. Probably still is.
As he sits there, he kind of looks at you, walks over to the window. That's already out.
Was on fire.
Turns back around. 77. As one of the guards grudgingly walks over and uncuffs you.
Are the guards standing beside him, or while I'm taking care of him?
No, they backed off. They gave you room.
So I'm going to attempt to sleight of hand and pick the locks.
Oh, okay.
That's still a 16 against whatever their passive is. And then
That beats a passive.
uh, 18 to pick the lock.
Yeah, you're able to pick the lock.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do it sleight of hand,
Yeah.
and I hold, like, after I break the lock, I hold Holly's hands there for a second so he gets the idea, and I walk off.
Yeah.
I'm leaving the manacles there, they're just open.
Yeah.
So now maybe he can talk some trash. Ah, you never had me or something. I'll leave
Like
the opportunity
You ever seen
for Holly.
Now You See Me? And there's a part where he gets handcuffed, and then he grabs the cop's hands and shakes his wrists and knocks the handcuffs over to the cop and handcuffs the cop.
As one of the cops, not cops, I got the same cop. As one of the guards comes over to undo your manacles.
As soon as he walks over, I'm like, cool, I'm done with these, and I just walk away.
As Barchov just looks at you. Slippery one.
Not as slippery as I once was.
It's true.
That reminds me of an old drinking song. Not as good as I once was.
But I'm good once as I ever was.
Yeah.
Well, I just had a few more questions for your friend, and then he can be on his way. He doesn't seem to be harming anyone. We just found out he was in the city, and wanted to make sure there was no others.
In all fairness, a lot of groups like this tend to be pretty black and white. I just assumed because you were demon hunters, you were gonna, hunt him and kill him. So,
Well, have you ever actually been on the Infernal Plan?
no.
I don't recommend it. But you learn that
Maybe.
Maybe.
Don't know where I was.
Could have been there.
I have seen.
Even
the
though-
I think we've
people
seen it
sitting there,
through
but
the portal for the flame skulls.
You walk around with a demon, and
He's a cool guy.
He's alright, people.
Seems kind of specious to keep calling him a demon. He's just a dude.
It's proper.
Dude being a dude.
dude being a demon.
Well,
Anyhow,
You can't help the way
He's
you
really
were
like a
born.
chauffeur, like classy chauffeur.
yeah.
when you have been down there,
I see you too.
and you've been down there for a while, like some of us have, you learn that they have a natural order of things. Not all of them are friendly, and some of them are,
Asshole.
I was gonna say raging dicks, but yeah, that's about the gist of it.
I met this guy named the Asshole that was kind of a dick. I'm not sure where he was from, but we sent him back there.
He was an actual asshole. Like that was his name.
Close enough. What was his name?
It sounded very much
Go
like
ahead and
this.
give me a deception check on that one.
Oh man, I hope it's good.
You're blessed.
I'm like,
Wait,
your
no,
name-
that's not. That's
your
a,
name is what you're known by, so.
I guide you.
What is that, D4?
Yeah.
Deception? Oh man. Oh yeah. 20, 21.
21. He just kind of looks at you.
He says it with a straight face.
I've never met an asshole demon before.
I don't think he was demon. I don't know what he was. From the water.
Kind of acted like it. Like
Where's it?
evil enough to be a demon, I guess.
Are you talking about the Abbot?
I don't know what he was.
The asshole.
What they're called.
Well, I mean,
Didn't know what
Kaz
it
doesn't
was
know what it
until post-mortem.
Kaz is familiar with normal monsters and stuff. He's not gonna know any of the weirder shit. He's gonna want to fight it. He doesn't.
I know. But I'm going it takes that long in the conversation before I go, oh, you're talking about, I didn't know really what he was until after we fought him.
Aboleth. You fought an Aboleth?
An asshole one.
He was a pain in the ass.
Not a demon, but still a challenging foe. Well, we were just conferring with your friend here, as he told us his plight and his story.
You know more than us. I assume. Crap to everybody else.
I don't think we really know all that much about Fedora other than these.
Besides how he got summoned and that he was trapped. That's about it.
Yeah, we were quick to trust.
But
I like it.
we've, I think, struck a mutual agreement that when we're on our next crusade, take him with us, send him back home. But other than that, he's free to go. But I did tell him to be wary that others of our sect will be keeping an eye on him and now you in turn. Especially this one.
What did I do?
You turned into a raging flame skull human. If that's not demonic power, I don't know what it is.
Well, maybe if you just answered the door politely.
He's like, I did. I told you to go fuck off.
Exactly.
I don't know how much more polite I had to be.
Well, don't kidnap people if you want to have a conversation with them. That usually is not the way to go.
In our line of work, we have to be a little conspicuous about certain things, especially when friends like yourself and your friend here have a means to probably destroy a city. As he looks over at Esfador, and Esfador kind of just smiles and... Who, me? No.
Estefador, do you wish to return home? And I could do that pretty much whenever you want.
You can?
Recently, but yes, we can banish you.
Banished just sounds so bad. Why can't you open a portal?
No, I've never tried. I think it's kind of like a portal. I don't know. I've never tried it. But if I banish you, then if you're not from here, you stay where you are from.
You go home.
Do you want me to leave?
Definitely not. Otherwise, we would have left the town without you already. So.
Well, he wouldn't
We
be
came
able
to rescue
take
you.
care of
Valiant,
it,
right?
but- And don't you have stuff in my dimension?
Probably.
No, I think this is some dead bodies we let him take, wasn't it? I don't think we actually put any things in there, did we?
I thought you guys put some of the artifacts that you had because you didn't want anyone finding them.
Not yet. We still got him in
No,
all
it's
the
still in my
wages.
Pazuzu box.
No. But I'm more than willing to tag along and keep doing what I'm doing. These guys probably won't be heading my way for at least a year.
I just don't want you to feel trapped. If you want to go home, you let me know. I send you home.
Well, that's very kind.
But
As he sips his tea.
why do you always drink that tea? It smells like shit. What is that?
It's sulfur tea.
I know it's sulfur. Why do you drink?
It's good. Sulfur. It's good for your skin.
That and it reminds me of home.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, why do you drink lavender tea?
I don't drink. I drink bean water. Bean juice.
Okay, but then why do you drink bean juice?
Gets me going.
But it also comforts you, doesn't it?
Not really.
Keep them awake at the forge.
Doesn't hurt me anymore because I'm okay with the heat now. I kind of like it.
You think you could stop though?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Now I'm picturing, like, because you have heat resistance, that you're just, like, grabbing stuff straight out the oven and just immediately start
Oh, yeah.
eating. It's like, nope, don't burn me. I'm good.
Sucking down a whole cigar in one pull. That's how we cast Wall of Fires. A whole pull on a cigar and blow it out.
So, Captain, would it be wise of me to just check in with other towns with your ilk, so that they don't just come after me, hunting me, trying to capture me?
Not a huge number of his left, from what I understand. Let him work for it. It'd be nice to have our adventures.
Yes, but
Chronicles
I really
somewhere.
get tired of people just popping up, wanting shit.
How about this? Make a deal
That is not your pizza.
to
That is not your pizza. That is not your pizza.
have you examined.
That is not your pizza. No.
If you are not a demon and not a threat, I can give you a seal. That if you come across any of my kin, you can show it to them and they will let you be. Probably not hassle free, in the sense of you'd have to answer some questions on how you got it, whatnot, but it's verifiable and
I mean, to my knowledge, I'm not a demon.
that
I'm a
doesn't-
dwarf.
that does not sate my curiosity.
Just staring at you with a little bit of doubt.
It would also ease your companions.
Like, no, I'm cool with it, but you know.
I mean, he's a rabbit.
Now, I was assuming since he went unconscious, his
Oh,
it dropped.
yeah,
When it
yeah,
dropped. So when he came upstairs, he looks normal. So I'm going like trying to
Detective,
pick up this conversation. Like I know I've missed something, and I'm like,
Detective
yeah,
Good-
no, yeah,
Good
what is
Good
it definitely
shows,
do?
shows you demons, right? Or
His skin
devils,
fell off
like
or
those are
something?
Ones that are.
Yeah, I think it
Fine,
shows you
just
undead.
fix
Because I know I've cast that
Fine.
around him before, so I would know at least
Yeah.
before you
You
do
haven't cast it since
development.
you've
Yeah,
done this.
yeah.
There was
That
fire,
was,
I
that was
think?
like last year.
Yeah.
So-
So they
Yeah,
set
it was
him on fire.
before we
I
went
didn't see
into
no
that house
no. He's
Sure, we can run whatever.
with
That's-
those nightmare.
as far as I know,
warriors.
I'm
Still didn't
still
see
a
any
dwarf.
burn marks.
It's because that's.
I don't have the spell today. Maybe tomorrow I can tell you.
I don't know
something.
what
He said a quarter, and you try to explain. I keep going. No.
Yeah, we have a scroll for it. I think it's one of the 50,000 scrolls that we have.
Use a spyglass. You can tell he's not a demon.
Alright. He takes you into a small room where the spear woman goes in afterwards.
She might be a little scared of me though.
Something not right.
Not
This
You peed
I
your
want you
pants.
in
tastes
a
different than I remember.
I also
they to
stopped
be
you from
weird
running
tasting.
away.
In your fear, quite admirably.
You're welcome.
You're still no. It's not in your welcome. All I was trying to do was distract y'all, which I succeeded at.
But did you really?
Yeah. I just didn't get away.
It didn't last very long.
Yeah.
Still a distraction though. Like he
How'd that door go?
You don't know about the door.
To be fair.
You can't. To be fair. You can't make fun of me for that.
Alright. As she takes you back in the room, she has you take off your armor.
Ooh.
As she does like a quick cursory.
I'm not that kind of dwarf.
We're gonna fade to black.
No, she doesn't do anything like that. She does check you to make sure you don't have any like weird puncture marks or have a friggin' hole in the side of your skull that maybe something burrowed into your brain. As another gentleman is sitting there writing everything down as she's talking about it while she's doing it. Then she sits there and you can feel that she casts a spell as she's touching you. It kind of gives you this like holy feeling.
Ooh, tingly.
After a few moments, you don't have any reaction to it, and she kind of looks you over again. Her eyes kind of glow for a second, and then she turns around and says, "You can get dressed," and she walks out the room.
Did that pass? Or did that fail?
The guy with the clipboard looks at you and he's like, "She didn't kill you where you stood, so
I didn't do anything.
you're probably pretty good." And then he turns around and walked out. After a few moments, you arrive back where everybody else is sitting. You've been offered refreshments and some food. Do you guys want to partake?
Yeah, well, they seem
Absolutely.
pretty okay.
Okay. As now you guys are sitting at a table, Espador is kind of regaling some of the members of this order with some of his, let's just say, more nightly activities. and kind of explaining, some of the things that he's been doing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, without you guys
Some
being
people has
around.
been doing.
Some of the people.
Some of them were conquests. Some of them were more like gambling. The favorite one that he really enjoyed was he sat there and went to go to this arena and watch people fight, but then halfway through the fighting, he was able to stop them from actually fighting and have them all bet on whether or not he could perform a certain type of magic trick. And to his surprise, he says he was able to, and walked away with a boatload of money. At least that's how he tells it.
I've done one like that.
After you guys finish eating, Bartov sits there and walks over to you and hands you a scroll that has a sigil on it, like a ring sigil that's wrapped around it, and tells you, this is of the order. If any of our kin do try and stop you, you can show this to them and they can verify, and it should be fine. I'm not saying all of our order is lenient to some of us, as some of them have not seen some of the things we've seen and done some of the things we've done. That, and you can always get those damn officers. Fucking bookworms. But you shouldn't have too much trouble.
Told you I was just a dwarf.
That's not entirely true, and you know it.
Genetically dwarven.
But is there anything we can help you with?
This was not expected.
No, we were planning to leave town.
Now I feel bad about the door. We may have to fix the door. We have
Well.
3 carpenters here. We'll fix the door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Be appreciated.
gonna go rip a door off of another.
The reason why we actually
I'm like-
showed up,
Shove it back, mending, shove it back, mending, shove it back, mending.
the reason why we showed up in
mending
this
combined.
town was because we heard rumors of an occult not too far from here.
They're all dead.
Cult of Absolution.
Oh yeah, we fucked him up.
Oh yeah. There's some bad guys that we're planning on coming. It's not good.
We know who they report to. If you want to chase that up.
Yeah. Can you get me a cookie? Can I get soda of the Mountain Dew?
There's plenty of cookies left.
Mountain Dew.
Chocolate chunk.
Um.
They make them fresh every night. Supposedly.
Well, that's quite unexpected. Do you guys know what type of demon, or was it a breach, or
What, the cult?
They we're trying to summon some weird blood demon thingy.
blood demon?
There's a lot of blood. I got doused in it.
Mountain Dew mango.
Yeah,
or
we didn't
Mountain
let it
Dew red?
fully form, so.
The red.
Red?
Do you, by any chance, know what its name was? Or?
Name not necessarily, but
I know they report to
Pele
Certus.
anymore, but she's wandered off.
Here you go.
She would have told us the name of it. Let me see
Oh,
if
no, never mind.
Yeah, but I didn't.
the name of
I didn't
the.
think it was my gig at that point, so
Ooh,
I
could I
didn't
try that
think
too?
that.
The thing they were trying to summon.
Could I try this?
Yeah.
Could I try this?
Yeah,
I believe
Was it like Zorgon? the
Something
Returner
about
or
4
something?
overgone.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
to us, and
Zorgon the Returner.
Yep,
Nailed
that's
it.
right. That's like spot on. Like you're not even like it's not like you're close to getting. That's exactly what it is.
Sometimes I have a glimpse of genius. It's gone.
Well, that's quite interesting.
Swage's eyes go blank again.
As he kind of looks over at one of the
Your cookie, sir.
Thank you. Well,
That one cookie on that big ass plate.
supposed to slowly feed it to him now.
Gonna have to like cut it in half like that when they're eating a bean on Looney Tunes.
Cut it
He
like a
handed
pizza.
me
Like a-
the plate and asked for a
Like
cookie.
a starving family.
Yeah, it's like a
I always want to eat
Paper
that.
thin.
I always want to eat that
Right,
paper
they
thin
all
bread.
started
Yeah,
with the
they're
cookie
cutting
on the big
that
plate
thin.
and handed it back to him.
There was also like
Was there anything else you wanted, Dad?
some maggots, big minotaur guy. weird mantis thing. Mantis caterpillar.
Vampires, maybe? Was there a vampire? What was down there?
Yeah, they were making those weird ass parasite vampire things. And
I thought they were parasitic.
yeah, if you go check that cave out, don't excavate that collapsed portion of the tunnel. Leave it collapsed, because
We confronted them at the warehouse. Did somebody get away, or did we get them all? I can't
no, one of them teleported.
Yeah, one got away.
Did
He
we?
had a very cool jacket. I remember that.
Did we tracked him down though? Yeah, because he was in the cave and he was dead. They killed him,
Oh yeah.
and then I lit all their bodies on fire. But yeah, no more call around here at least, as far as we know.
Then I can see that there's no need for us to probably stick around then.
Wait a minute. Captain Berthoff?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I try to get a boat from you?
Maybe. You know, it's like John. It might be a common name.
It's like Don Knotts changing costumes in the Scooby Doo
Not.
episode.
But yes, you did try to get a boat from me.
Slip 3, right?
Slip 4. It's funny they didn't get a boat from him.
Been here before. Already written his name down. I'm flipping back. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, we're going by carriage with him now. No longer need the boat. Well, we have a boat.
You had a boat?
Still have it.
We still have a boat.
Is it on us?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have a boat right now.
Could be 3 different sizes, just like that.
Oh, you have one of those folding boats. Nice.
Pretty fancy.
That's what I said. We didn't have a boat. We just don't have a crew.
Well, I have a crew and the boat.
We got a perfectly good carriage that will take us exactly where we need to go.
He does not like the water.
Did you like walking on the water though? That
I
was
don't like the boats. Because, you know, if I'm underwater or swimming, you know, I'm awake. But I fall asleep on a boat and it sinks. Like, that's not great.
Artop just looks at you. You know you would wake up when it sinks.
But if I'm sleeping under the deck, like, I don't, you know, who knows what could happen. I read the story once called... What the fuck was that
The
movie?
Titanic.
No. What's the other one?
I'm on top of the world!
10,000 leagues under.
That was about a submarine.
It's
Moby
a boat,
Dick?
still a boat.
Artop is like Moby Dick.
It's the one with
My
the
name
boat
is
where the boat flips upside down.
Oh, the Poseidon.
Poseidon Adventure. There we go.
You sure it wasn't Pirates of the Caribbean?
Rogue Wave.
What's the Caribbean?
I don't know, but apparently it's very nice.
And
Oh, they have pirates there. Place is lousy with pirates.
Hey, do you know what a pirate's favorite word is?
Favorite word or favorite letter? Because I think
Favorite word.
Oh, I have no idea.
Are you welcome?
That's 3 words. I like these guys.
Are you trying to argue with a pirate?
Pirates do have a great deal on corn, though. Buccaneer.
Okay, can I sneak attack?
It's one of the dumbest ones I know.
Judith bites you.
I take psychic damage
From your thoughts.
from the bad
From
joke.
your thoughts. Knuckles.
That's
punch
not
yourself
the
in
prey. I'll
face.
put myself in the face, yeah.
Well, I guess we can start to head out now. Shouldn't be too late in the day.
No. It's only, as he kind of looks out the window, at midday.
If that.
Brunch time.
Well, I hope you all have safe travels and stay out of trouble.
Thanks for this.
Don't make me regret it.
Yeah, you seem pretty okay. I'm glad we didn't have to fight.
Yeah, thanks for being cool. I know we came in and fucked up your place a little bit, but
I just
we'll
stabbed a
fix
few people.
I'll send that to your invoice.
Watch out for the guards. They're kind of idiots.
They stabbed us harder than we stabbed them.
Little bit. I did nothing. So I go remove my grapple and mend the little places where it's stuck in the window.
If anything, he broke us in here. Oh, by the way, one of your guards is just out like a light downstairs. I went down there, saw him, came back upstairs.
Duck
Very
that
nice
man's
you get
bait.
not to slit his throat.
Yeah, it didn't hurt him. I'm not mean.
Well, I appreciate you not. I will have some choice words for him as he stands up and starts to walk down the stairs.
Walk quietly.
I mean, I could go down there and really play a mean trick on him if you want me to.
No, it's alright.
Okay. Thought about tying the shoelaces together.
Ooh, you vicious one.
Still is pain.
He had really nice armor and something I did not want to get hit with. Still have flashbacks with maces right now. Those hurt.
It's like me when I wake up in the morning.
Right.
It's me when I just try to get up after sitting down for 30 minutes.
Alright, well, I guess we should get on the road.
On the road
Get
again.
something done productively today.
I'm a dwarf getting on the road again.
Alright. As you guys head down to the carriage, it takes you guys about 10 or 15 minutes to get there from where you guys were. Do you guys just want to jump right in and start heading out?
Yeah, it's
I think we were.
Yeah, I think that's where
ready
our plan was.
We already gave
to.
instructions
It's just like
to the,
3
to the
hours,
crew at
4
the
hours later
warehouse,
than
right?
we
Yeah.
planned, but
I think we did.
I don't think that really affects
Yeah, they did.
us rolling
Now
down
you
the
know
road.
why we can ride through the night.
Yes.
As you see Espador kind of walk over to the front of the carriage and kind of wave his hands as he does, fiery-looking horses friggin' arise from the ground and take their spots.
Oh, did you want to put your illusion back up now?
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
People screaming and crying in the street.
I just assumed that he looked normal unless he let people see. So I just assumed he always had that illusion up, except for people he just individual people he.
Normally he would, but because of where he was, yeah.
Is he actually large size? Like, we have him on, I don't know if he's just like magnified on the screen here, or is he actually like a large demon?
Yeah, he's large. Yeah.
Okay, shit. Like, how tall is he?
If he were to stand completely straight up instead of hunched over like he normally does, he's probably standing almost 10 feet.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Damn.
He's bigger than both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to run.
But
He had to run on my shoulder.
he doesn't. He walks over and he's kind of like this. His arms literally come all the way down to about right here, and then they come out, and he kind of keeps them
T-Rex.
hidden under the robes and stuff.
He's got too many joints. Like, oh, there's another elbow. It's so gross.
He have to come up with a name for that combo. Slogan cat. Mecha slogan cat.
Wait, what?
When you're riding on my shoulders.
With a trench coat?
Yeah. Still, my all-time favorite like lame comedy gag are like not just like kids in a trench coat, but like any people in a trench coat or anything in a trench coat trying to like pass themselves off as a grown adult.
They put something like that in Rhyme of the Frost Maiden. Those kobolds in trench
Three
coats.
kobolds in a trench coat.
Yeah.
I like. I haven't ever watched the show.
Oh yeah, we befriended them.
But I've seen the clips of from BoJack Horseman with Vincent Adultman. He's like the kid
I
in
haven't
the
actually
show.
seen that show.
But they don't like. I don't. As far as I know, I don't think they ever acknowledge that he's supposed to be two kids in a trench coat. But he was. But like in the show, I think he's actually supposed to be an adult. He just looks like two kids in a trench coat, but like one of his arms is a broom or something, and
Like everyone just accepts it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay.
went to do a business. And he talks like two kids in a trench coat, so like like when they're talking about his job, he just says he does a business and he works at the office or whatever. And
We're at a place where accountants work.
All right. So as you guys get on the road, let's pull the map. The map. The map. This is the map.
Well, you sound like Blues Clues.
So you guys are heading to the capital of
We
Cilia.
probably should have asked those guys about Morthos.
Your last known location was Bridgeport.
Is that near here? I can't remember.
That's on the other side of the capital.
Oh. So they probably wouldn't know anything about it. Well, they might. Well, he's not a demon, right? Tiefling or something.
Yeah,
he made
Demon
a,
adjacent.
he made a deal with a specific demon.
That's right. Yeah, he made a deal with the collective.
Alright. Looks like you guys are going to have to pass through the Rendrio.
We're going to end up being there for months now.
So next year we'll make it.
So
to
we're
the
gonna
capital.
we're gonna time it so we go through at night. This is creepy carriage that passes through.
Let's not go there. It's just a silly place.
Yeah, on second thought, let's not go there.
It's going to take you guys, if you guys stay on the road, probably about a week's travel
Just blast right through there.
to get to Dread. I can't pronounce it now. And
Durandal?
the next town.
Durandal.
Durandal,
Durandal.
because
Sounds
you
like a
have the yellow
British thing.
circles up, so I can't see the. If that's an L at the end.
Gonna blow through
Durandal?
It takes a week to get to Durandal, or
Yep.
and then probably another week to Cilia after that.
About 4 days. It's a little shorter. So, as we normally do, you guys have 3 watches during the day and 3 watches during the night.
Day one, I'm resting. I got beat up pretty bad.
I'll be on a watch. It doesn't really matter. I have goggles at night, so I can do nighttime or daytime.
I can do whatever, but whoever has.
Also, during this time, if you guys want to do anything, learn anything, stuff like that, you have 5 days to do whatever you want. And we don't have to stop and rest unless you guys want to, like actually camp. That's completely up to the group's decision.
I just want to get
Is the
one good
interior,
rest.
how comfortable is it? I mean, is there enough space? Because I know it's an extra dimensional space, but enough to get up and walk around.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
for the most part.
TARDIS, basically.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not that.
I didn't know.
It's
how
not that big.
Not that big,
But
but
it's big enough for us. We don't
Like a
have to sit
studio,
the whole time.
like a studio
Yes.
apartment.
he's got a
There's
mini
3
fridge.
stories last I checked, right?
So-
It had 2 stories, and then I got like a basement with the
Yeah,
heating
but
tank.
to get
That's
to the
probably gone
basement,
now.
you actually have to be outside and go through the
The
luggage area.
yeah, on the back.
Sweet, it's in the cargo.
You're in the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's got space for us to get up and move around, we can keep moving this.
Okay. Alright. So,
Actually, well, I can do this once we're out in the wilderness. I have an idea.
what's up?
So what I liked, because how useful that was tracking Esfador with that pin, I was gonna get some wood while we're out and like carve just something simple for everybody to hold on to, and then
Something
make sure
different
Swage
for
can
each
see
of
it,
us.
so that way if we have to track somebody,
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Mine looks like the little, like Game of Thrones, the hand, but it's little close bit.
that's cool. I'll make one of those for everybody.
A little middle finger pen.
Yeah.
Well, it has to be specific to that person because if he tries to locate object,
So yours
and
is
they're
like
generic.
this.
Yeah, mine's just okay. But I can wear mine below the waist. I got you looking.
Thing is, I don't need an object so much anymore. I've located creature now, but that's a much more valuable spell slot.
Yeah. So I mean,
But
might as well. We got a week.
Okay. So while you're doing that, who's gonna take the first watch during the day?
You know what buns is, right? Just bunny.
I'll take the first watch, I guess.
Okay.
But it looks like TV antenna.
Yeah.
Ears.
He's got the bunny ear.
As you leave the city walls, there's no trouble getting through. As people going out don't get checked. It's normally people that are coming in. It takes you guys about an hour or two to actually get out of the farmlands around the city and actually on the road. The roads themselves actually aren't too bad. Looks like they've been maintained pretty well. They go back and they fill in with dirt if they're big ruts or anything like that. It doesn't look like they've had any rain probably in the last 2 weeks, as far as you can tell.
Okay. Oh, and I need to make a what perception check?
Mhm.
So does the land look like it's drying out any, or has it just been a while since they've had
Yeah, it's been a
rain?
while since they've had any rain. Yeah, you don't notice anything of any importance as you start to head into what looks to be like a tall grass area. It doesn't seem anything of importance that catches your eye.
Imagine I'm a little distracted because I'm pulling out 3 balls from the bag of tricks. I'm gonna make some new friends. Can 2 of them be the same thing?
Yep.
Guess so.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have a badger named Jasper. And 2 more giant badgers. One is Judith and one is Earthstrike. So I got 2 giant badgers and a small badger distracting me.
You pulled a family? What were we doing?
Badgers all the way down.
Yeah.
Mom, dad, little kid.
So many badgers.
So it's like James, Judith, and Junior.
I do have all J names for all these things. But Judith was already taken for one of the giant badgers, so the other one has to be Earthstrike.
Okay.
And then Jasper.
Alright.
And I'll just... If I imagine they're the same creature that keeps showing up, like they revert back to a ball, but then they come back.
Mhm.
They have like a memory. I don't have to teach them like every time who my friends are. I don't know how that works.
Smell him.
Yeah, smell them all.
Friend. Because you can actually talk to them, which makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it doesn't take.
I will assist if he needs.
like,
help with his
I'll just
animal handling.
I'll just instruct the badgers to keep their nose out and
As you hear
smell
them
for
kind
danger.
as they kind of like walk around the carriage. One of them is on top, kind of like sniffing and kind of scratching at the carriage a little bit. Another one is kind of sitting there next to you, where you're sitting, and kind of just looking at you like.
No peas, no poops. We do that outside.
Kind of looks around like.
This is outside the bag.
All right. So that was the first watch. Second watch. During the day. Bond's got it. 15. You notice up ahead there's what looks to be like a cut through in the tall grass that you're on the side of the road. You know how you have like fields of grass? It's
Yeah.
kind of tall, probably I'd say about window height of the carriage. As you guys are going through, you can actually, since you're sitting on top, kind of doing your lookout thing, you can actually see a cut that kind of goes through the area, and then it stops, of course, where the road is, and then continues on through. And as you're coming up, you can actually see it. It kind of does like an S shape, sort of. Not a very sharp S shape, but an S shape nonetheless.
Okay.
That's what you see. Anything you'd like to do?
Keep an eye on it for any surprises, little sidetracks. No, cool.
I just saw feet out my window.
And bare feet.
No, like somebody
It was
walking
human,
in my
right?
front yard. Third watch.
I can do it.
Okay.
Perception, right?
Yep.
Uh, 18.
18. As the sun is starting to go down, you notice that you can see what looks to be a glowing light further up ahead, probably around a bend. Looks like there's a little rock outcropping, and you can possibly see some smoke coming up from it.
But it's off the road.
Yeah, it's off the road.
We'll keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. If I, as we get closer, can I hear anything coming from that direction at all? I'm not sure how close we'll get to it on the road, but
I'd say as you get closer, you can make another perception check to see
Okay.
if you can hear anything.
10.
No.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just keep going.
Okay. All right. Did anybody want to do anything during the day?
I would like to sit and talk to Espador and figure out if he found out any more about the Dagger of Memories.
Okay. As
Like
you sit,
anything that actually goes on with it, like its actual abilities or powers. No, he has no idea. Does he have any idea of who can let me know?
the creator of it.
Damn it. It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
All right. As night is starting to set in, Espador is now taking over and he's driving the carriage. So who would like to have first night watch?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Perception. 23.
23. While you're driving at night, the wind seems to have picked up. Every now and then you kind of get this faint, almost like manure-y smell. Kind of wafts in from the wind. You don't see anything, but it's kind of like when you're in a cow patty field and the wind blows, you can kind of get that like hit in your face. It seems kind of far off because it seems like it's only coming when the wind blows. But yeah, that's the only thing that you notice.
Okay, I just keep my eye out. Is there any signs of anything having grazed, like deer or anything, like herd sized, that have moved through the area, or like
From where
trampled
you're-
grass where it's been clipped tight?
Yeah,
to the
so from
ground?
where you're sitting, you can actually see that there's parts of large patches of tall grass that are kind of bed down. Some of the areas, they're not too big, but there is a couple of areas that are pretty wide on the area of field of where they've been bedded down.
Can I see it far enough ahead to like slip off the coach, go check it out, and then get back on the coach before it gets too far? You know what I'm saying? Slip off, move ahead,
Yeah.
kind of check the area, and then still be able to run and catch up with the coach.
Yeah, I'd say you could probably find
Okay,
one.
well then I'm going to go down and use survival to try to determine what kind of animals came through here,
Okay.
or what kind of herd it was. Survival is a 15.
Okay.
Like sheep versus cows versus deer versus horses versus whatever.
Badgers.
I was about to say,
No herds of badgers.
you've gone through all the things that are in the back of the monster manual. There's the whole rest of the book, though.
All right.
Most are not grazing. The things in the front are meat are usually carnivores, not herbivores. But I'm also making sure I'm within sight of the
You're like, oh,
carriage
yes.
when I check.
The spiders. You see the giant spiders.
I
that
see
they're
little
herding
pieces
here.
of web.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, that's right.
they are not
Fantasy
known
world.
for grazing.
No giant slugs out here? It's not.
Badgers. All the badgers eat the slugs.
Giant dragonflies?
Badgers. All there is badger.
Everything becomes badger eventually.
Badgers,
Badgerification
unfortunately, are
theory.
just they're stew meat. Cook them for so long to make them get the gaminess out.
All your badger art belong to Swage.
Your badger.
Probably could eat them. They'll still come back tomorrow.
Or did they just turn back into their balls inside of you?
Ooh.
Oh.
I want to put that boat inside somebody and open it up.
Yeah.
I see.
Boating the boat face.
You were grooming my arm because then I
There's
will
a
pet you back.
Punisher comic
Fall.
where he
is our
raids
deal.
like an
I'm
Avengers
following.
armory and then breaks into this like mob like safe house. And what he does is he orders a pizza
All right.
and has it delivered there.
As you come up to one of the areas, you don't see the animal at first. You can kind of hear the grunting. As you kind of look around, you see 4 of these creatures. They have a snout like a pig, have 2 horns that come up on the side of their top of their heads,
That's not
and have tusks that come out. One really long one, a smaller one, and then it looks like some frontal protrusion of teeth.
Saber-toothed boars.
Yeah, those mushrooms. Want some mushrooms? Want some
Um,
mushrooms?
Hold on.
He shrinks himself down, puts himself with Ant-Man Jim particles, and puts himself on the pizza. And the guy eats the pizza, and then he like jumps inside the guy's mouth through the top of his head, which kills him. And then it grows back to his normal size, and he's like, "It's been 30 minutes. The
I'll
pizza's
put
like,
it in
it's free."
Discord so you can see what it looks like.
You watch the
I
boys.
don't have my Discord.
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
Someone else can show me.
Can't unsee that.
Apparently, in
I
the
don't have it on my phone.
so they have like a
I don't know.
non-canon
Yeah.
MCU stuff they show on
Let's go.
Marvel cruises, and the stuff they film with Paul Rudd and whatever her name is for the Ant-Man and Wasp
That's
stuff. He
funny.
mentions people wanting him to shrink down and go inside Thanos' butt, and he's like, "Oh, "This is why it wouldn't work." And then she like cuts him off. Like, no, we're not talking about that.
He's super tight.
So it looks like that. Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
You see
Can
4
I
of
move
them.
away before they detect me?
You gonna try and do that stealthily?
Yes. Yes,
Sure.
indeed. Look, guide my feet. Please don't let me die out here.
Feet
Wow.
don't fail me now.
22, 28 with a nat 20.
Yeah. They don't seem to notice you.
Yeah. Can I identify them? I don't know if it's a nature or
There you go. It's covered in the pizza sauce.
nature, arcana, or 11s. Religion is a.
What experience are you using to draw upon the knowledge of what these creatures would
I'm
be?
assuming they're probably something semi-natural, at least based on something natural. So, just I've read, looked through lots of zoology books and stuff. I might not have run into
Okay.
it, but I might have read about
Yeah,
it.
the nature.
30.
30?
I'm pretty sure 19 plus nature is 11 to 30. Yeah,
You know they're a boar of some sort.
they're just a weird variant.
Mm-hmm.
Are they particularly aggressive or dangerous to people?
They're poor. They're assholes.
Yes. There's a group of 4 of them, so I'm actually concerned for not ourselves, but citizenry and people nearby.
They're not ones that go out and like go fuck with a town. But if you were alone with them, they would be aggressive. Yeah.
I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, if I don't think they're a threat to like villagers in a village, whereas if the villagers wander around, well, they take their chances. They know that.
Yep.
Then I just leave them.
Okay.
Professor told me that.
They don't look tasty
Tall
enough.
grass.
Okay.
Yeah, you went and you went to the tall grass by yourself. Should have done that. Should take a Pokemon with you.
Yeah.
All right.
This guy's
Then I'll
they're
just
getting
Then you
way
dodge
dodge
and
better.
catch up with
This
them.
guy's got nothing but young goose over here.
All right. Second night watch.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. I'm confused. So we have 3 watches a day.
3 watches during the day. 3 watches at night.
3 during the day.
Yep.
So
How long are the watches?
4 hours each,
Yes.
Okay.
which adds up to 24.
I was thinking 8 hours for each
No,
set.
8 hours is too long to be on watch. You just quit paying attention and.
I quit paying attention in 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, you'll learn to keep paying attention if it's important enough.
Okay.
Something blindsides you.
Or someone keeps.
Well, I can go again if nobody else can.
I mean, I could
I mean, you've had a full 8 hours
Yeah.
since your last watch. So like rest and kind of recuperate.
Well, I would have had my
Because Estevador
long
took the
rest at
second
this
one,
point.
didn't
Yeah.
Then I'll take the next one.
Okay.
Go wake up.
Then it'll probably be back to me as
I mean, we're not. We're just being overly cautious because we're on a somewhat patrolled, civilized road. And I do tell you about the boar. If you see more signs of them closer to a village or something, I'd be worried. But they're not hurting anybody. They're just
I
doing
got a
their
29.
thing.
29. Nothing.
You notice that the
exciting
stars
seems to
are
happen
laughing
on
at
here.
you. They formed an animated thing in the sky. 29. The stars are laughing.
Yeah, I see everything.
I see it everywhere.
All right. That's the
I see dead people. Quit stabbing people.
I literally do.
and Espador will take the last watch as he's there, and everyone's taking a watch, right?
I thought Espador already took one.
He hasn't taken one yet.
Yeah, he said he was driving at one point.
Well, he's driving.
Yeah, he took over driving at night, so everyone can.
That would still be a watch, though, wouldn't it?
He doesn't need to sleep like we do.
I'm just trying to keep track of everything here because we got a week's worth of the traveling to do. So,
All right.
I mean, you can do 2 watches a day if we're
so
not
you
doing
didn't
anything else.
go after Silas then?
Get it.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Nothing seems to have happened on his watch.
Nothing he tells us about.
There's that too. Alright. Second day.
Right back to me. Doing another watch.
Yep.
This time I'll cast Enhance Ability and give myself, I think it's Eagle Splendor or something for
Yep.
advantage on Wisdom.
Okay.
First.
Good God. 25.
25. You can see off in the distance. The terrain is starting to change now. It's turning into almost like not desert, but it's becoming a lot more sandy, a lot more rockier. So anybody who's ever been through like Arizona, it's like
Road still like hard packed though, or not
Yeah.
having trouble getting through these sandy spots or anything. Okay.
nope.
You're in the sandhills of Sicily.
Let's get 3 new animals. One's gonna say another giant badger and 2 little weasels. Jameson and Sneaky Pete, the weasels,
Sneaky Pete.
and Judith is back as the giant badger. And I'll send Sneaky Pete and Jameson off ahead of the cart or carriage and tell them to just kind of like scout out
And them
ahead of us.
fast weasels. They're like,
They don't have to pull the whole cart of people.
still.
Yeah, how fast does the carriage move?
Standard.
Like running speed, maybe, or just like a
No,
walking
probably
speed?
just a walking speed.
Yeah.
Maybe a light jog.
Yeah. Horses don't necessarily travel faster than people. They
Well,
just
they're-
keep you from being tired by the time you get there.
You know what pisses me off?
Yeah, I know, but still,
Is
relatively
that
speaking.
I was about
horse
to ask about
isn't
this whole
one
not
horsepower.
stopping in the horses thing, but
Yeah, I never understood that.
They're like,
You
it's
don't
like
ask
one
questions, you
horse
know
is
what
like
the
6
answers to.
horsepower or something like that. I
The
can't
horses
remember.
aren't real.
I'm assuming they're his horses. He would have said if they needed to rest.
I think we've asked him before, and he said they don't need to.
So
He got tired
you should
after
be
a while.
making
though.
really good time if we're traveling 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
He got tired after a while
I'm
though.
swinging
At
in
one
the
point, I
hand
remember, didn't he?
Yeah, because what it was is I think like during the day we take over operating the cart and he operates it at night.
Yeah.
So he gets his rest during the day.
Or does what he wants. Spends his time however he decides to spend
Alright,
his time.
who's got the second watch?
We can keep going in order as we bond again. Yeah.
Alright. Okay, your nose doesn't go there.
Oh,
man.
He did that to me when I was getting that.
Goosed you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
Alright,
where the tramp stamp's supposed to go.
As you're driving, like I said, the terrain's changed. It's actually gotten a lot hotter outside.
oh yay.
It's like scorching hot. And the air just seems really dry. after about 20 or 30 minutes on your watch, you notice looks like there's something that has kind of collapsed on the road, almost making what looks to be like a stone bridge at some point, but it's kind of crumbling and fading, and you're gonna have to go underneath it. What would you like to do?
I guess we should like pause and check it out for going under a sketchy object.
Okay. As you kind of slow down, you can actually see what looks to be. It's no longer tall grass anymore. There's a lot of rocks, but it looks like almost like there's bone kind of littered about.
The bones.
Oh, okay, so this is a den.
It almost kind of looks like.
Would I think it's a den? Oh, okay, yep.
Down at the very bottom is where you're coming up on that what looks to be like a stone bridge of some sort.
Okay.
Brazil, cut it out, child.
More human.
Yeah, if the bridge does the bridge look safe to go under? Stopping to take a look at it?
Go ahead and make me an investigation.
Be careful. Might have to pay patrol toll.
Yeah, I have patrol.
We have fire.
Patrol's taken care of. 12.
12. It seems safe.
All depends if
Alright.
we want to get into that boy's soul.
We'll continue while no. We'll continue while keeping an eye on all these areas, and I'll let them know that like we're in a sketchy spot, so like just be ready to be sketched
So are
out.
we actually in like a ravine kind of situation of?
I
like
mean,
there's the sides of beside the road have risen up.
yeah.
Oh, the road.
Was this here when we?
Are
came?
you
About
that
these.
desperate?
I know you.
Hell, dog.
What's
I need
going on
salt.
with these dogs?
He's covered in salt. I love him.
Lay down. Lay down. Lay down.
Do you need counseling now? Do we need to
Lay down.
Where did the dog touch
Lay
you?
down.
Show me on this doll.
Where did the dog lick
I
you?
think she was going for the ear or something that time. It was gonna be specific fun,
trying to get
whatever,
you
man.
to move. Is this the way it was when we came this way before?
We've never come this way.
We never come. Y'all never been down a road before.
No.
You go between here and the camp.
No.
Crap.
We
started
woke up in the north.
Yeah, we started in the very north, just about.
Well, then
I got caught somewhere in the middle after I just came over here for
We got-
a whole nother.
I'm gonna get
We
down
found you
off
in
the
in that
carriage
town we just left.
and
Yeah.
move. And
Yeah, the same town
just
still.
go up the side of the ravine to see up, so I can see over the top of the bridge. See if
Okay.
there's anything up there and around. And I have my boots, so I'm like careful not to like step on anything that's gonna come away from the wall or scramble, fall back down.
We all
Isn't
woke
the
up in the
compass-
north. Bunny
Yes.
Foo-Foo
Doesn't it give
got
us like a
booped on the
topographical
head
little
right
map?
after
It
he
does.
Like a 5
showed
mile
up.
area or something.
It does.
I
We
was just
found
thinking
you.
y'all had traveled along this
I
road.
wasn't
at some
even
point.
I
relatively.
think I added it.
But if you
I was
actually
in the
look at
same
the map,
dimension still.
when we were running the missions, we actually didn't follow the road all
I
while.
had just left the Feywild. I was all like, all right,
He got booped
shit's
in the
getting
head. We
stupid
found him in a
here. I'm
warehouse.
gonna go to the
Yeah, you joke.
private
Go here.
material.
It's stupid back there. It's only crazy here. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
Yep, it shows a small illusory map of the area surrounding its current location. While traveling and using the compass of the Trailblazer, you have advantage on entity wisdom, survival checks to navigate areas in the wilderness. Additionally, you can effectively use the compass of the Trailblazer to look at a basic holographic-like map of the surrounding area within a 5-mile radius of your current location. Compass of the Trailblazer can have up to 3 differently colored beacons set at any location that also appear on the holographic-like map. If not within the 5-mile radius of the map, the beacon instead appears at the map's edge in the general direction of where its set location is within the world.
Oh, it's a fallout.
When when traveling,
We've only set one beacon so far, I think.
it's a casual
The
helper.
Frostburners.
When traveling to one of these beacons, the strain and cost of travel are halved.
Go ahead.
Why are you always hiding behind me?
It's your convenient.
Always hiding behind me.
Oh, he's convenient and I'm tasty.
Don't paw at me.
These
That
dogs
wasn't
are
a key.
wild in the day.
Yeah, what's the hell going on over here?
Usually they're
Confused by
like
all the masculine
It just
energy.
happened.
yeah,
All right, so you climb up to the top.
Dudes.
Yeah.
dudes being dudes.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Augment to guide me. Ooh, I'm not too bad. 22.
You do notice something.
Control tool if you want to get into this boy.
God damn it, Frank, are you chewing gum? I'm up to here right now.
I still think that's probably my favorite episode. That episode was just so perfectly written.
Yeah.
Start to finish.
They like went on tour, or I don't know if it was a tour, but they did several like live performances of the Nightman coming
Yeah.
in front of the live audience.
When you get up to the top, which side are you looking at? You looking at this side or this side?
Probably that right side where you
The
think
first side.
first, yeah.
You
It
don't
looks like it has more cover, so I'm more worried about things hiding amongst the rocks and stuff where we can't see it.
You mean over here?
No, that's just like it might be hiding higher, but I'm worried about stuff that could get to us faster. So I'm assuming that's all kind of rubble and rocks on the right hand side. The first place you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking amongst those because
Yeah.
that's where I would hide.
While
people.
you're looking at the rubbles and rocks that are kind of scattered throughout the area, you do notice a small group of these guys.
And what are those guys?
More pets.
Oh, they almost look like
Salazits. Salazits.
For some odd reason, Jam Strain.
Still doing Pokemon stuff, right?
look like some kind of weird drake.
Oh, it's scarier when you say it.
Because I can't. It won't. For some reason.
I was relating them to cute
No,
little
I just,
Pokemon. He's all
That's
like,
what they look like.
scary monster.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah, that doesn't look.
Oh yes, this looks like something going to be.
Are there
resistant to
any,
anything.
looking at them, are there like waves of heat coming off of them or anything? Can I tell if they're like fiery in any way? Like, is there any of that coming off of them?
I mean, the whole area is giving off that wavy heat
Yeah.
as it's really hot outside.
Oh, back way, they seem to have noticed me yet.
Do you want to try and make a?
I want to try to back away stealthily if possible. Stealth is 6, and that's a 3, so 9. Doubtful. I back over and tumble a rock. Oh,
Well, if they didn't notice you, they now have.
yes, but just imagine how that would have been if I had
glacial
rolled
bell. Ice beats fire, right?
Nah. No. I don't know.
Oh, you had the bow?
Yeah, I took the glacier bow like a while back. But it doesn't do any extra damage based on its name.
Let's just
though.
give you a ranged option.
It should do extra damage. It should do extra damage if you're in the daylight or not. I think.
Yeah, if it's nighttime, it does extra damage, and the damage die changes if I use Hunter's Mark.
Okay. You said you rolled a
9.
9. Let's see what that has. Passive
But
is
none is
what?
Whole damage is just the name.
10 plus whatever their wisdom modifier is, or their perception if they have it.
And you rolled a 9.
Yeah, so I probably, yeah. Chances are, that's what I said, they notice me. I
Yeah,
kick
they
a rock
notice
and he
you.
goes, clunk, 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 clunk.
Yeah, they noticed you. As one of them.
Now I'm just watching their reaction to see if they have.
As they kind of like, almost all of them lock eyes on you. You can see the one kind of stick out his tongue as he does. Let's just say it looks a little hot.
A little flicker of flame and some smoke coming up of it.
Yep. And it is 8 o'clock. So how about we call it here before we get into a fight, or you guys run?
We never run
And
from
we'll pick that up
combat.
not next week, but the week after.
Correct.
Oh, I forgot.
not
Did I
next
get
week.
that shield?
What shield?
I think that's
Because we were in the warehouse,
But the day has
and
passed, so
they were supposed to. The guy was supposed to deliver something.
He delivered the stuff to. No, he delivered the knuckles to you.
Yeah, and then I ordered a shield, and then somebody else got something else, and we were waiting for him to deliver that. Were we there long enough to get that delivered?
Not the shield,
Okay.
because you only gave him like a couple of days. Remember, because he came back to deliver your knuckles,
Yeah.
and then you asked.
I can remember how much longer we were there after that.
I know
not terrible.
we had
not
2 weeks of
terrible.
downtime with the house, with the warehouse. I don't know when they came back or when we ordered it. We had 14 days.
Yeah, because he showed up right before the knight showed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, like yesterday, essentially.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there wasn't a.
Won't be getting
But-
that shield ever.
I remember you got the first thing you asked, but not.
Wait, no. I thought he did give you the shield, because didn't he tell you?
He just said he'd come back in a week, and I didn't know if we had been there for another week after. I guess we would have been though, wouldn't we have? Because I got the knuckles, and then
Because we did that.
We
for
must
a
have been
couple
there for
of days
another
we were
week.
there.
I thought so.
Yeah, but didn't I also? I came back and said this was the shield I was thinking of, and you were like, "Oh, that's cool."
yeah.
Right.
But I don't think you didn't. You said he had to like make it, and then he left, and then.
Well, no,
thought-
because you told me you didn't know what you wanted, and I was thinking
Yeah.
about it, and then I came back and said, "What about this?"
Well, then I need the stats for it then if I have it, because I don't.
I don't remember what it was.
It was the gravity.
It wasn't the lodestone. It was the different.
It was some kind of meteor shield. Shield of gravity.
Shield of gravity.
Yeah. It summons a void above enemies. It turns me into Sephiroth pretty much because I can summon a meteor.
Oh, that's amazing.
I have to go back and listen to the.
I have it written down here. You had you said.
Well, then if I gave you the stats, then that's what it was.
Okay. You said summons a void above enemies, make a dex save, DC 15, and if they fail, they take 6d6 bludgeoning damage. I think you said that there was something else too that I didn't write down. I'll have to check that.
I think it was just a normal shield though, because of the ability. Right?
I don't remember. To be
I don't
honest.
remember. I'll have to listen.
Yeah. But alright, I'm gonna put in the game chat right now that game is not next week, the week after.
So I will be here for the next one.
So
Yeah.
that way there's nobody stopping by accident.
Yeah, if it's not in the chat, there's no way I'm gonna remember.
I think that was in the chat.
I don't
though.
remember. I didn't see it. If it
I don't
was.
think it was in the chat, but there were comments in the chat about missing game.
No, it wasn't. He said
Oh, yeah,
it at
no.
the end
Yeah.
of the session. That's
Yeah.
what it was. He said at the end of the last session.
Oh, you think? Did I? I think that was the
They
day
said
I
they
tried
needed
to
a week
leave
off,
real
but
quick
then we
before
were
the
like,
rain.
Oh, not
I might have even missed the thing. I have no D&D marked on the 30th for some reason.
Yeah, the 30th. Yeah, I got duty.
Okay.
So wait, is that the fall? That's the following
That's
week.
2 weeks.
Yeah, so for next 2 weeks.
Son of a
Won't
bitch.
be till October 7th.
Alright, I'm gonna fire up a one shot.
Duty.
Gotta get them die rolls in.
Fuck the
He's like,
government.
I'm Jones. You were gone for 2 weeks.
I'm well aware.
You were very well missed. That show was
So many
causing
opportunities
shenanigans.
for jumping around and leaping and getting to high places we couldn't get to. If only Bob was here.
Was there really a problem with getting to something? I
My
remember
memory sucks.
the first time he talked about we couldn't leave the city and it was surrounded by high walls and I was all like, how high?
All right, there. It's in there. It's in the game chat. And I will pin this message.
Next game is October 7th.
Yeah, I straight up. I
It
straight
sounds
up
like a
told my
long way
boss.
to
You can write that.